Good evening, one and all. It's Sunday, it's the end of the week, and of course that means it's time once again for some more good old Warframe. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you are doing well where you are around the world. Hello there, Ray. Hello there, Snake. Hello, Enforcer. Hello there, Bowser. Hello, Tab. Hello, Mafflet. Hello there. Is that Anhildo? Anhildo? I'm not sure how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Sorry, I'm far too English for that. Hello there, Ashley. Hello there, Quintus. Hello there, Predator. Hello there, Flo. Welcome in, all of y'all. Hello there, Zom. Welcome on, everyone. Zom, feeling awful? Not again. Damn, Zom. I don't want to make a point of it, but I'm making a point of it. It feels like it's almost every single stream you are feeling awful. I hope you can find a way around that. Just saying. So that doesn't feel positive. Ray say, missed church because mom's dog decided to pee on my pants before I left. Well, that's unfortunate. That is a little bit unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah. Hello there, May Rose. Hello there, Solomon. Hello, O'Keefe. Welcome on in, all of y'all. Right, so today indeed, we got Nightwaves, because it's a brand new Nightwave. I've done a little bit of it, just kind of by the by, but you know, there's still bits and pieces that need to be done. And by need, I mean I would just like to do, let's be real about it. There's no big need in it, but I am going to do it anyway. And also, well, the news is finally out. The video was brought together to let you know about Nautilus and Verglass and the shenanigans we can get up to with these two, and it is wonderful.
Thanks for the content and great guides.
Enforcer565 resubscribing their 3 months of their Prime. You are very welcome, and thank you very much for continuing to support the channel here. Enjoy your lovely silver badge, my dude. Cheers to you on that, appreciate that. But yes, indeed. Oh, I kind of feel bad for DE. I kind of feel bad because I haven't submitted as a bug report, so they're just going to come across the news and maybe they know already. Maybe they already know this is the situation, or maybe they're going to someone community team is going to pick up the video and then go, oh god, and then pass it along to the bug fixing team. We're going to look at it and go, oh god, and then take it from there. Who knows what they'll do? Who knows how they'll respond to it, to be quite honest. O'Keefe, thanks for the hydrate. Cheers. Quinn to say, any companion with Verglass could solo Steel Path Exterminate 4, assuming it's even stronger now. It's not so much being able to solo the mission, it's being able to solo a survival mission quickly enough that you don't even need the pickups, and also crashing the game in the process. So yeah, for those of you who have not watched the video, first of all, how bloody dare you? I go to all this effort making these videos, and you spend days not... It's fine. It happens. Life happens. There are more interesting things to you. But, you know, we can just go to a Steel Path Survival and remind you. This might break the stream as well. This might break the stream, so bear with. If the stream crashes, you know why. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Also, someone had the goal to tell me that I need to stop being cheap and form my Rhino to put the preparation in the correct slot. I'm not even going to respond to that person because, quite frankly, it's a working build. If you want to be more expensive about it, go ahead and waste your former. I don't need to. But yeah, so as you can see, we're getting some kills here. We're getting some kills already. I'm at 39 kills in less than 39 seconds using Nautilus. And it continues to go wild. We're at 67 kills. This is already a powerful setup. And if this were the end of it, then you'd just be satisfied that this is just strong, right? You'd just be satisfied that this is strong. Unfortunately for Warframe, this is not the end of it. Oh, no, no, no. Let's get ourselves into a little bit of a busier area, because there doesn't feel to be that many enemies spawning in that spot. To be honest, it's not very useful. I need more enemies. More of them. Yeah, let's give you a couple extra procs. That might help us out here. There we go. We need more of you to come on in. Join the dishwasher. That was my testing reference for just the shenanigans that began to explode into chaos. Need a couple extra buffs here. That's it. Keep on being dragged into murder. Yeah, I feel like this is not a good spot for it. Sometimes you just don't get a good spot. Come on. This honestly feels empty. Like, where are the rest of them? Okay. Oh, let's outlast that, thank you. Can I destroy this rampart? Yes, I can. Cool, let's get rid of that. I don't like ramparts. You know what? Probably unintentionally a reference to Etho's dishwasher. Probably flow. I have watched a lot of the episodes of the recent live series. God damn it, Mumbo is all I can really say on that. God damn it, Mumbo. Why? Every time. He just blunders in. Yeah, the fact that Nautilus can pull things that most crowd control has no effect on is kind of wild. It is kind of wild that that's a thing. Oh, here we go. We're getting somewhere. I'm just going to stand here and take this for a bit. There we go. So you see, we're at 290 kills so far. 295 kills so far. I'm basically just not really trying. Is this just Raw and Verglass, this first part of the video? Maybe you should go ahead and watch the video. I've done a full guide on this, so I'm not going to explain how this works today, because there is a full guide where I, in meticulous detail, in careful, measured pacing, in a mastercraft of my usual work, explain how this all sets up. So really, this is just me being silly at the moment. Is there a guide link for this one? There is indeed. It's Contagious Bond, because it's all about Contagious Bond. Without Contagious Bond, none of this funny would be possible. But because we have Contagious Bond, it is possible. And I think the fact that I've got actually not the best tile to try and do this in is actually preventing crashes right now. Because I'm not getting quite the bunching I could be getting with enemies. Which is saving my computer. But you can see how there becomes that cascade. As soon as a couple of them die, it then just becomes a continuous chain of drag, death, drag, death, drag, death, until too many of them die, and then we're back to square one. Charge up the next one. Also keep the buffs live. Hello, Esprit. Saying, don't know if you know already, or missed one through the Discord, just in case Dupix Spawn doesn't run off energy spent, but energy lost. It means energy leeches, energy drain can spawn clones. Oh, really? Interesting. That is interesting. I did know that they had originally a problem where there was a negative energy count on gaining energy, so they had to fix that bug. It just goes to show how it's been coded, doesn't it, really? It's just checking. Are you down in energy? Cool, have a duplex. Kind of wild. Nightwave saying, didn't know this. Oh, there it is. There's a good stagger. That was a good break. Nightwave saying, didn't know there was a video out on there. Sounds a bit silly to send viewers away from the stream to watch the video to understand the stream. So to fully understand it, you would need the video. To know the build, to use it exactly. Alternatively, you could use the on-stream overlay. Oh god, we're getting some nasty hitches now. Or you can use the on-stream overlay and see exactly which builds I'm using, because it tells you that information. Or you could appreciate the shenanigans for what's happening. I get where you're coming from, Nightblade. You feel it would be silly for me to send people away because I want them to be on a live stream. At the same time, I feel it's silly to go through the whole process of re-explaining a video I've already made when people could just watch the video. Right, I could do different things on the live stream than meticulously go through explaining things and answering questions which I've literally already answered over the last few days. There's no overlay though? Is the overlay not working at the moment? Alright. Hold up, we'll pause that. Hold up. What's happened to it? There we are, that should fix it. I've refreshed it. Sometimes it breaks, just like sometimes Twitch adds drops enabled, although it looks like it hasn't done that this time. At least I check. Oh, we're getting gas procs going now. Okay. Gas has been added to the mix, as you do. And you can just hear the cascading death that happens as a result. Hello, your raid. Anything new? There's always things new. What a terrible question that is. What do you expect me to turn around and say? Nope, nothing new has ever happened. Wait, did I just pause Warframe? How can you do that? If you're in a solo mission that's not an open world, you open the menu and that pauses the game. That's how. You have to be solo, not free roam. Yeah. If you are set to public, or invites only, or friends only, or if you're on a free roam mission, so that's the Plains of Eidolon, Duviri, that kind of thing, no pausing allowed. Oh! Nautilus went down. No! I need Nautilus back, so thank you. And we're back to murdering. There we go. The lovely music of death. I'm going to see if there's a better room to camp in. Because honestly, this one doesn't feel that good. Get a little bit of a cascade going here. Get them all to die and respawn somewhere. Thank you. Oh, yeah, Xmas unit. Let's see how long it takes the Xmas to get caught in the cascade. Did he just vanish? Oh, he's there. Okay. I was wondering how he managed that trick. There we go. There's the cascade. That'll kill him. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Right. I want to find a better room because that one's not been good. The big problem with moving rooms is that it completely breaks enemy spawns and pathing for a bit. So we're going to have to use some life support. How much worse would the DPS be if I don't use Raw? A lot worse, because Raw is a massive faction damage buff, and I've got it on Rhino, so it is unnerfed Raw, no less. Also, this is another terrible room for this. I've just gotten the worst pair of rooms for camping, haven't I? That's great. I'm gonna leave this mission. Unless, this is a good one? I just wonder if I can get enough enemies here in time. Rhino's Iron Skin has been changed to give you Overguard. It is functionally the exact same ability it was, it's just Overguard is the catch-all for pure hit point protection now. I'm just gonna stab this one. Nautilus is down? No! Damn it, now I have to stab another one. There we are. And now I'm getting an Acolyte spawning because I've had to kill things. God damn it. And now I'm stuck in a group of enemies. So yeah, this build doesn't kill Acolytes. That is one downside of it. So you have to have something to kill the Acolytes with. Luckily, Form and Pride. Also self-revived? No, I think I stabbed the Xmas in that. With the tap. I don't think it was in a position to self-revive because there wasn't a cascade set up. Oh, that was bad timing. Come on, Naughty. Come on, get him to death. There it is. What the hell? Why could I... Oh my god, I stuttered then? It stopped me from casting Iron Skin. I stuttered. That was annoying. My key presses weren't going through to activate Iron Skin.
Just found. They could not do this without you.
Stop stealing my guns. Ah, right, Nautilus was down. I didn't even realise Nautilus was down. I thought he was just looking at things for a bit. I don't know what's causing the AoE shots that's really pissing me off. I can't see the napalm through the fire. Where is it? There it is. Piss off. Those globes of fire, they're nothing to me, but they're everything against Nautilus. There we go. Oh, and there's some good stuttering. There's some good stuttering. That's what we're looking for. There we are. Could have done this on Void Fishers? You could. You got to watch out for nullifiers, though. That'd be a pain. Yeah, let's not deal with that. Nope. Bomb. Nautilus is taking AoE damage again. Is the honest to God weakness of this is that Nautilus is still just vulnerable to AoE damage. Not a lot you can do to get around it. There it is. Bloody napalms once again. And of course it happens as a cascade happens. Now there's no Xmas around. Ugh. Xmas units, please. No, there's one. And that's Nautilus back. Thank you. Bombard unit in there somewhere. Where is he? Can't see him. There he is. Does Corden go through Nullify Bubbles? Not sure. But Nullify Bubbles will go straight through my abilities. And if Nautilus Cordons them straight into me, then like that bubble, then it'll be goodbye every buff and defense. Which is a major concern. Damn, they're out of range. That's unfortunate. I'm just going to shoot the bombard there because rocket's bad. Why do I reckon it lags the game so much? Normal AoE doesn't do that. Normal AoE doesn't create 10,000 status procs. That'll be why. It's about the sheer number of procs is the best I could figure because it's the only thing so different from normal means of killing. So when you've got tens of thousands of status procs being spread to multiple enemies simultaneously, the game kind of gives up. Or rather, no, it doesn't give up. It spends so much time calculating, it doesn't spend time actually rendering the goddamn game. And that's where everything goes wrong. Dodge that. And that's why I say the likely fix, if I had to take a guess at it... Oh great, there went Nautilus again. It would have revived in a second. There it is. So the likely fix... if oh god, that's violence. Oh no. Oh, every buff is gone. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. No! Not violence. Why violence? Anything but violence. Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. I don't know if this stream's still coming through at the moment or if that's also broken. You'll just have to let me know in the chat. Stream seems fine. Okay. This is problematic, to say the least. Life support is down half. Violence is alive, and I'm Rhino. Rhino is very, very weak to violence. Oh, this is a good hang. This is a really heavy hang I've got on this one. I wish I was looking at the status block of an enemy, but oh well. Yep. This is what happens with Nautilus. So, as I was saying, we've managed to recover. There we are. As I was saying, in terms of a fix that doesn't nerf the mod setup, because this is a highly invested setup. You need a Nautilus, you need a Verglass. Obviously they come together. You need both of those, you need them appropriately modded, you need the bond mods, and then buffing it to actually get kills in a reasonable amount of time, and to be prepared for problems like when Nautilus goes down. There's a lot that goes into it. No bombard, thank you. So I'd hate to see it removed, but the issue of it lagging out and basically trying to crash, that is a problem. That is a problem that needs resolving. The way I figure that could be done will be to take all of the damage that is being spread from damaging status procs, figure out that total, halve it, because that's what the mod does, is it halves the value, and then spread that as a single proc. Rather than spreading 10,000 procs, spread one proc with 5,000 procs worth of damage. Does that make sense? Because we know Warframe is capable of spreading high value procs. We've seen it in various ways already, it's a thing. It's just having to spread so many procs that seems to be the issue. And if they do that right from the first spread, then there'll never be a problem, because at most, like, a dozen procs will be spreading. or rather a dozen procs will be recalculated. We'd never get to the thousands of procs because you wouldn't have them in the first place.
Hold out as long as you can.
Yeah, I figured he would go for a proc spread cap instead, and that will do a lot of damage to this build, quite honestly. Because as much as 1,000 procs can definitely kill some of these enemies, many of these enemies, more resistant ones hold out, and that starts killing the cascade. You need them to die to it. You only use it in solo? So if you don't go solo, your teammates will try to kill the enemies, won't they? If your teammates are killing the enemies, your sentinel's not killing the enemies, and if your sentinel is not killing the enemies, you don't get the cascade. Oh, that was a beautiful one. You need the cascade. Because otherwise, you're spreading a little bit of slightly damaging status every now and then, and that's a nothing. Woo! Okay, that looked like a lot of procs right there. I'm not sure what value I just saw, but I think it said something like 18,000 on that one, Xmas. I might be wrong there. Might have been 1,800, but it certainly went up quickly. Now, where is an Xmas? I want my Nautilus back. Oh god. I don't want my Nautilus going straight into this bombard. Eat shit. Alright, Nautilus is back normal time. No Xmas was around for that one. And everything died. That was 21,000 procs. Is it half rounded down or up? I never actually looked into that too fully. I think I've seen both, Ray. I can't be certain, but I think I've seen both, so it might just 50-50 it. Hell, it might 50-50 it each proc, which could be adding to the calculations being done. So yeah. I think I've seen a single proc spread, and other times a single proc not spread. I could be wrong on that, but it wouldn't surprise me if they've unintentionally coded it to roll 50-50 for every single proc, and that's what's adding to the further issue. Because that would be rolling 50-50 10,000 times, or however many procs there are, multiplied by the number of enemies it's trying to spread to. Like, that would be absolutely ridiculous. But, yeah. As you can see, I am doing very little killing myself, and in 17 minutes we've got 1,700 kills. And that was spending a lot of time in a bad zone. Now we're in a good zone here for spawns. They're all nice and clustered together. So you can see we're creating just this kill zone. Stop with the explosives, damn it. Shield Lancers as well. Threat. Come on, get Nautilus back. There we go. And this is why I use the combo of mods to get Nautilus back. There we go. That's getting some work done. Oh, thank you. That should give me a bit of overguard. Yeah, 30k. Thank you. Now die. A little bit more. There we go. That'll spread. Things will die. Dishwasher happens. And we get a stagger. Oh, dodgy explosives. So I can't see through the explosives, let alone Nautilus dying. No! Where is that napalm? I would love to avoid the explosive attacks more, but I just do not see them arriving in time. They're mixed in, right at the back, there you are. Shit. Nautilus on 84 hit points. It's going to go down in a sec. I just hope that, Yep, there it is. It's gone down. Is it going to self-revive, though? Close enough. It killed one Xmas, so it's about to come back. There it is. Close enough to a self-revive. I'll take that one. Oh, I tried seeing how many procs they are. They all died. Did I turn off enemy highlight? I did, yeah. I think I did it for, Yeah, I did it in Captura to do that bit with the Verglass in the video. Do the capture reveal of Verglass. Oh, that's 5,000 procs right there. Thank you. Yep, everything died before we got pulled into range, so that was the end of that cascade.
The longer you fight, the more successful.
And now I've reached 20 minutes, surviving, mostly using Verglass to do it. I needed to get a good position, but yeah. And that's why I say this is a high enemy density approach only. If you don't have the density, if you don't have them coming pouring in, you're just not going to get the cascades. And it is all about the cascades, because Verglass is not a quick killer on Steel Path. Even with all these buffs, it's just not. Now perishes. Keep us alive. Oh, didn't flick in time to see that one. Oh well. I'm gonna get out of here now. I've demonstrated how stupid this is.
Your will was greater.
Ray saying, with how fast the infested are, I wonder if you have better effect in their missions. Maybe. Maybe, actually, yeah.
I can be approached,
Maybe.
but never pushed. Befriended,
Hydrate from 4?
but
Cheers.
never coerced. Kill.
King of Illuminati. Now, I'm new to this game and I want to upgrade my gear, mods, and weapons, but don't know how to start becoming overpowered. Any tips? There is an older guide of mine. It still pretty much applies, certainly for newer players. So there's an older guide of mine over on my YouTube channel, and that is top 10 tips for more damage. I will apologize now. My pacing in that video is older. I was slower, more gaps. I'm doing this intentionally. It's not quite to the quality I would make today, but all the tips are still the quality. All the tips are still absolutely right. So yeah, that's where I'd say to get started. If you're looking to upgrade your gear and literally just get more damage, that's the guide you're looking for. That is the guide you're looking for. But yeah, for those of us who are a little bit more advanced into the game, you can screw around with Nautilus. It does the trick. The build itself that I presented for Rhino, for Nautilus, you can do some wiggling around. You can change bits out here or there. So like on the Verglass, I've gone for the viral heat approach as it's just generally very effective. What you can do is instead switch off viral here, go corrosive, and then on Rhino switch out thermal sunder for nourish. That means you'd get corrosive heat and viral, but the downside is you'd have a lot less heat. So it's trading that off. This is more effective as an all-rounder because heat viral kills pretty much anything. Kills pretty much anything. How many things is there to do in things game to become... Sorry, let me try and translate this. How many things is there to... Why the number 2? Do in things game to become OP? How many things are there to do in Warframe to become OP? Right, okay. A bunch. Define OP. At which point will you be satisfied with how powerful you are? If you're at a new point to the game, you're very new, what you would consider OP is possibly just a complete misrepresentation of the game, quite frankly. So I can't really answer that question to a level that you would be satisfied with. You don't know enough about the question you're asking to ask that question correctly. Otherwise, you're not actually new to the game. It's kind of a catch-22 on that one. I know it sounds like a bit of a cop-out answer, but it's a real answer. I'm sure plenty of veterans here can verify on that. At any point, the right setup can be more than sufficient to feel like you're just kind of swatting away the enemies. But to what level, what content, what aspect? Sometimes more damage is actually the wrong answer. Go figure. So yeah, can't really give you an answer on that one. No better answer than I've just given you there. Hurrah! Relic pack! I've received a relic pack. Slight problem with the Nightwave. The relic pack auto-claims and then just goes to your inventory, so it doesn't actually tell you which 3 relics you just got. You just get them and they're somewhere in your inventory now, deal with it. Which is not great. Okay, so... oh, I think I also... Oh yeah! Complete a survival mission, reaching at least 20 minutes. Whoops! I mean, not whoops, that's positive. I didn't even intend to do that. I just noticed, hang on, wait, we've done one here. Must have been the survival. There we are, that works. Right then, so we got emote, kill 20 enemies whilst on a K drive, or something like that. A Clem mission. I don't know. Collect some fast and foam residue. Do some K drives. And do some nightmare missions. That's easy enough. That is easy enough. I see Tab saying adaptation mod, Quixo saying galvanized mods, adaptation defenses. Guys, if someone's new to the game and you suggest them adaptation and galvanized mods, you literally don't understand what new to the game means. Because you're suggesting to someone to use something which you unlock after completing the Angels of the Zaraman. Sure, yes, you can trade for it. Just like you can trade for so many things and just skip progression entirely. If you are suggesting mods to someone that become available through gameplay after completing basically the entire quest line, that is a bad suggestion. That is not helpful. If anything, that's just going to make someone feel like they've got a mountain of a grind ahead of them. Which is again why I go back to the whole point about where do you define OP. When I was a very new player, I'm talking like Mastery Rank 2, I was on the defense mission on Earth, Lift Defense. It is stupidly low level. And there I saw something that I decided was OP and I wanted it. You know what I saw there? I saw an Equinox. It took me a while to figure out that's what I was seeing. Because all I was seeing is that every single enemy was just dead before I even got to them. I actively went to a different part of the map from the Equinox to try and find a living enemy. I watched as they ran towards me and then just split in half, dead. Nothing touched them. That was overpowered. That was insane to me. I need that. I want that. That is ridiculous. Give me that. And so I had a goal to work towards. A goal that is, dare I say it, a lot more manageable than saying, hey, go get galvanized mods and just slap them on your weapons. That doesn't really give you much of anything, and you still have to rank up said galvanized mods, which are as expensive as primed mods. Are they? No, rare mods. Yeah. Thanks for the suggestion, Elmos. Cheers. I will keep that in mind. You mean starting Steel Pathfinder? Shotgun Andy, is buying Plat worth it in your opinion with a discount, of course? Because I'm mid to early game, I'm thinking of buying Plat for some mods and endo and sculptures. Since I don't have a lot of time to grind stuff, yeah, go for it. Sure, absolutely, go for it. Especially if you're mid game. If you consider yourself like mid game, you have an idea as to where you are in Warframe. You have an idea as to what's going on, what's good, what's not good, what are things you want to actually work towards, and what are grinds you just don't want to spend the time on. You've already been there, done that, you've seen how long it takes to get endo, you've got a bunch of endo, and now you've gone, right, I'm good, I've played that a bit, I don't want to. Yes, that is the time to get platinum. If you have the money to spare, that is the time to get platinum. That is absolutely the time to go get platinum. And then you use that on Warframe slots, weapon slots, get the mods that you've not been able to get a hold of, get the item sculptures to use that for endo. Go for it. Absolutely. That is the time to do it. Isn't it in my video that working is the best platinum around? Yes, it is, yeah. In my platinum guide, the final suggestion, get a job. Because nothing in this game is going to beat that. Nothing. Even if you didn't wait for discounts, nothing is going to beat that. Unless you live in like some backward country where you get like $1 an hour, in which case, well, sorry for the bad luck on being born where you are, I guess. Can't really say much more on that one. But for everyone else. Imagine thinking Equinox is OP? I see. One of those. Cool. Never mind the whole perspective of the newer player, or the fact that Equinox has the one of the only nukes that can actually scale to infinite damage, as long as you do it right. Nah. Not OP, of course. Nothing in this game is OP. Unless it's the exact thing you use, of course. Right. Ruben will say, if you don't have money, grind some prime items, sell on the market with platinum. Yeah, they were saying if they wanted to get the platinum to avoid the grind, but also the other way around exists as well, yeah. King Luminat say, well, thing is, just downloaded this game, looking for how to start. All I know is missions to do, weapons to buy, upgrade. Oh, if you that new. Hold on, because I'm mixing up different people with different questions here. If you are that new, I have a perfect suggestion for you then. And it is not the damage guide, because that is for I am new to the game, not I have literally just downloaded the game. And yes, I know it sounds like there shouldn't be a distinction there, but there is. If you've just downloaded the game, let me switch my screens around and show you exactly how we're going to go about this. Oh, the screen is already switched, that's good. Right. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to YouTube. This is a very important step. Make sure you're going to YouTube. Okay. You want to search up the most important name that you are ever going to search when it comes to Warframe, probably. Maybe not. But it's important to me. You're going to search for the Engineer. Look at that. Look at that absolutely gorgeous logo. Look how crisp and clean it is. We got no gradients. We don't look like an energy drink brand. It is a gorgeous, simple logo that communicates exactly what you need to know. We're about the sensible tea drinking, spanner in the works, practical problem solving stuff. Warframe is a sci-fi. Thank you, me. Thank you, me. And what you have is this video right here on the front of it, which only pops up if you're not subscribed, by the way. I can't subscribe to my own channel, so that's why it does that. So if you see this video, I'm calling you out for not subscribing, you head on over here, where to start when you're new to Warframe. This 59 seconds gets you into Warframe. I can assure you of that. Because it has gotten many other people into Warframe. The comments on it have said as much. 345,000 people can't be that upset with it. So that is what you want. That's 59 seconds, and that will get you started on Warframe. Thanks for just follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. And then once you've watched that one, and once you've gotten going on Warframe, then you can start looking into all the other bits and pieces, and would you believe it, I probably have an answer to a lot of those questions as well over on that same channel. Or if you don't like digging through YouTube, because let's face it, the YouTube search is terrible at times, !catalog, which I'm just going to type into the chat here, I put all my videos into a catalogue on my website as well, which is, in my opinion, a lot easier to navigate for exactly what you're looking for, including it telling you if I've not got something. So if you look through there and you go, have you got a guide on Chroma? The answer is no. But at least I've told you that. And the website does. Whereas you put that into YouTube, you're like, oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Has he done one? Has he doesn't one? Is YouTube just hiding it from me? It doesn't give negative results. You are subscribed? That's good to know, Snake Raider. That is good to know. Especially considering how long you've been around on this channel. I'm glad that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel as well. Which, by the way, I missed it. It happened today. I was going to catch it, but then I spent time with family. So unfortunately I missed it. But we have now surpassed 88,888 subscribers. The 88888 moment has now come and gone. So close! So close to that 100k. We're closing in. So close. But yeah, we're currently at 88892. A lot of channels you watch but don't subscribe to? Yeah, fair enough. That's absolutely fine. At the end of the day, being subscribed or not subscribed doesn't have the biggest impact unless you watch videos through the subscriptions tab. If you use the subscriptions tab, then yeah, absolutely subscribe. But if you just let the home feed roll around, then let the home feed roll around. Just as a point of awareness for you on that, the home feed is in many ways hyper optimized to either show you the stuff you always click onto or to show you new stuff. So if you see a video from myself and you don't click onto it, YouTube goes, right, cool, you're no longer interested, we'll stop showing you that, we'll show you stuff you are interested in and new stuff, which is how people just fall off your home feed. It's an over-optimized algorithm in that regard, because they found that keeps people on the app more. But yeah. King say, I'm checking out this stream to become a subscriber. Fairly. Orion, here checking out your stream because I'm subscribed. Awesome. Y'all may have noticed as well that all throughout, well, actually you probably won't have noticed, it's a lot of people gloss over those messages, but throughout November I've been talking about my Patreon in pretty much every single video. Throughout December, that focus is going to be on Twitch. I'm basically using that as a bit of testing as well to see, well, just how do people respond to it. Except when it decides to stop showing me channels I've subscribed to. Well, they'll show up in your subscriptions page because that's just a latest videos from your subscribers, from your subscriptions. But your home feed is where they'll vanish, because if you don't click onto a video, or if one just isn't good enough that YouTube goes, now this channel sucks, it stops putting it in front of you. As soon as you give an indication to YouTube that what that channel puts out is probably not interesting, YouTube panics and puts something else there instead. It is really aggressively weighting things that hard. So likewise, when I put out a video that really grabs people's attention, it doesn't just do a little bit better, it explodes outwards, because it continues to try and find more people that might think, oh my god, this is a great click. It wants people that heavily engaged, putting personification to an algorithm, but it wants people that engaged. It is fierce about it. If something is going to get 10% of people to click through, but its competitors are 10.5%, it'll go for the 10.5. As simple as that. Just sometimes not subscribed to the videos still show up in the home feed. I don't know if that really has the effect you think it does, but it may be in your experience. But from what I've read into the YouTube algorithm, from the YouTube document on the creation of the algorithm, which by the way is an absolute pain to work through, that didn't come up. But hey, maybe it's a side effect. Anyway, I'm spending time talking about YouTube and not Warframe here, so let's stop that. We can do those on Fridays. Let's go into a mission, play an emote, kill some enemies on a cave drive whilst doing a race, and do some and pick up some residue. I should be able to get 4 things in one mission here. Now it looks like Ray would like to join for the Clem mission, but which is not the one we're doing right now. It's fair do. So yeah, let's see if I can do all 4 of those in one go here. I'm going to need to switch over the epitaph to something else more suitable. Something like a Spore Laser should do the trick. Yeah. As we're saying, didn't experiment with it once. Open a new account and only watch videos from one channel, one at a time. Watching, returning to home, refreshing, watching a new one. After a while, it stopped showing me that channel. Interesting. Interesting. All I can imagine is that you'd watch so much of that channel that it then decided what was left to show you had too low a rating compared to other videos you would probably like. And again, you've got to remember there's the probability being based on not how much will you like the next video, but how much will it keep you on the platform. And part of that is discovery. Part of that is getting you to try other channels, because then you have access to a whole new bucket of content to then want to get engaged with. Whereas older and older and older videos, which people who like that channel aren't interested in, you are also in the bucket of people who like that channel, so the algorithm's going to decide, well, you probably don't like those older videos. And so it puts them not never, but far less in front of you. There are a number of channels I'm subscribed to that I watch their videos as they come out, and sure enough, when they put out another video, it's up on my home feed. Without fail. I have that with quite a number of channels. And from various different topics. But if there are channels that I have dabbled into, it'll put them in front of me a reasonable amount. And if there are channels which I have watched but then fallen out of favour with, it just stops showing them to me. It realised the algorithm figures that's not going to get me to stay on the platform. So it stops trying. It's a masterpiece of data engineering, and it's probably got ramifications that I just don't fully understand. Okay, saying, not that I do. I wonder if people don't subscribe to a channel or Patreon simply because people advertise it so much. It's the other way around, O'Keefe. The more I talk about something, the more it gets actioned upon. I have had more Patreon subscribers in the last month and a half, new ones, than I had in the few months prior to it. Because I've been actively promoting it. So for every one person who goes, "Oh, stop telling me about this, don't like being advertised to," there are 10 people going, "Oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, interesting." It's just like the people that complain about sponsors. "I don't want your sponsorship, just give me my video." And then there's a bunch of others going, "Oh, sweet, yeah, you like that product. You know what, I'm just going to try that out." It's why all the advertising is there. Advertising, on average, works. And for the people it doesn't work on, you were never the target market. You were never the person it was aimed at. If you are the kind of person who has a negative reaction to an advert, you were never going to be the customer they wanted. And for some people who have a negative reaction to all adverts, sorry, no company's going to care about you. That's the unfortunate truth of it. If you're not listening to what they have got to offer, they're just not going to welcome you in. Let's do a quick emote. Bajam.
Any y'all see the feeds light up? It's going
Let's go
down.
blow up some things. Come on, where's some things to blow up? Oh, want to just switch to EDM? You wait until I'm in the bloody Cambion Drift to switch to the EDM? Sure, sure, let's do that. There we are. Switched. What do you think the company cares about the consumer to begin with? Oh, it cares about getting the consumer interested about their products. When I say they don't care about you, for those of you who oppose the advertising, it's not that they could have cared about you personally. It's just your likes and dislikes don't matter to them because they were never going to get you. They're going to go for the ones that they can reach. If you just oppose advertising in general, companies are just never going to deal with you, and they're not going to not advertise because you dislike adverts. They're just going to keep focusing on the people that do buy from adverts. Here we go. Just realised my let's see. My enemy radar is not going to be very wide at the moment because I've got no bonus on my Nautilus, so I do need to look a little bit harder for the enemies. Need to literally look for them. How did that pop me out? That's dumb. You just got here? Oh, okay, fair enough. You got here and your immediate decision was to change the music. Got it. How's Cambion Drift? Oh, fuck's sake, I'll look at the chat for a millisecond. How's Cambion Drift so barren? My one? I guess because I'm on solo mode and not Steel Path. That really adds to it, and I'm not on a bounty. It turns out that solo normal mode is a very quiet way to play Warframe. It's group missions in Steel Path which gets really busy. Why didn't go for the Valis? It's because I also need to get fast and bone residue. So I'm trying to do 4 night waves in one mission. Also, I'm just going to grab this because I can. Well, that's different. Avgard, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome to the channel once again. You're up onto that lovely 4 months there. Appreciate it. I think I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, you're gonna hate me. Oh, they're gonna hate me. Yep. No interaction. Nothing. Nope. Okay. Well. No one to report. Whoops.
The Kengineer! Oh my god! Wait, are they here?
Oh buddy, cheers.
Kengineer.
I love that soundbite. I absolutely love it. Alright, I thought I saw an enemy here. Where are they? They're right. There they are. Got them. Oh, there's a whole bunch over here. I say, there's like a couple. Oh, that is not. There we go. Alright, that's the 20. Excellent. Now let's go find some residue. I mean, this isn't the most effective way to find it. Oh, it is. Here we go. Yoink. I know there are far better ways of going about this, but honestly, just vibing. Hey, Nightmare, how you doing? Welcome on in, my dude. Welcome on in. How goes it on your side of things? Is there seriously 2 residue here? I feel like I'm being scammed. Where's the rest of it? There it is. 3. Okay, we can accept 3. Thanks for putting out the shout out there. Appreciate you still. You just fly around and use Cosmic Crush? Yeah, I should probably do that. I'm just kind of K-driving for the vibe of it. Beck it, why not, you know? Oh. Okay, I think I found why not. Never mind. Never mind. How's the stream? Going all well. We had a little bit of fun with Nautilus earlier, just breaking the game, as you do. But now let's crack through some Nightwave is the idea. Yoink. Need to do these, and then some races. And I've not done the Deimos races, so we could give them a while. Just got back from cooking. Fair do, fair do. Nautilus, to mean Corden. Nautilus with Corden. Come on, you gotta give the little guy credit. He's the only one that can do Corden. You gotta give him the credit. But yes, but it's not just Corden. It's the whole combination. I'm sure you've heard of it by now at this point. You must have. The whole Corden, Nautilus, Verglass, Contagious Bond combination is kind of a little bit brokey. Kind of a little bit brokey. Yeah, I'm aware, Nightmare. I'm aware. If it shows the race in your canyon, don't do it. It's bugs. The checkpoints don't appear. Okay. Fair do. I will try and bear that in mind, and then probably get it wrong anyway. Can the Warframe soundtrack be purchased? I have no idea. Possibly? Anyway, races. There's one over here. Let's go there. I completely missed absolutely everything of interest on that. Oh, hey, what's a pod? Shoot. This bodes well. This definitely bodes well. My marker has also vanished. God damn it. I'm just gonna fly there. Here we go. That's just so much easier. Ah. You haven't touched that sword ever since it was released? Alright.
Pay close attention. When you hit the first marker, the timer begins. No turning back after that.
Freaking jump scare. I was not ready for that. I was just listening to her and thinking about where I'm going. Alright, let's do this.
Excellent.
Yep. Oh, come on. Bouncing off a rock. Oh. No, 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 no. I thought I jumped. That's not cheating at all, is it? That's not cheating. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, right, yeah. Just, I need to pay a little bit more attention to what I'm doing. I'm going to time out. Where's the...
Oh dear. Never mind.
Not the glass sword, no, the sentinel weapon. Verglass. Not Vitrica, Verglass. Okay, so, turns out I am very bad at K-driving, who knew? Let's try that one. Things closer to Necrolisc are usually easier, right? There's no command for Verglass because there's not a Verglass specific video. It was Contagious Bonds that was all the rage.
Once you strike the first marker,
but yeah, basically, Contagious Bond can crash Warframe. Just straight up can crash it.
Disgrace.
And not because of a bug per se, because it's just so powerful. Oh god, this K-drive is so quick. in these tight areas. Where now? Where? Is it down? It's down. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I'm gonna try and find the next marker. I never imagined that part of racing was literally just being able to figure out where you're supposed to go next. Nope, I thought it was up and around there. I was incorrect, and now I'm going to run out of time. Huzzah! Yeah, not going to make it. Oh, I just about made it!
The wild ride
somehow.
is done. Creditable
Somehow
is
I actually managed to
not
save that one.
masterly.
Okay. That was far closer than it had any right to be. Yikes. Yeah, you have to really pay attention to these ones, apparently.
Strike the first marker and the timer shall start.
Let's really pay attention to it. Bring this around here, jump over
Sure
that.
first step.
Use that to cut across, slam down. Jump our way out here. I'm going to drop it short so I can get over that. Don't actually know where I'm supposed to go. It's so far off the minimap. Oh wait, no it's not, it's right here. What is that purple marker on my minimap then? What is that purple marker? That was the jankiest way I could have done that, but you know, I did it. Another race? No, they come up differently, don't they? But why would it mark another race on my map at this distance? I don't think you guys are looking at the right marker. I mean the marker dead ahead of me. Is that showing the end of the race? It is. The purple marker that I was looking at was showing me the last marker of the race. Oh, for God's sake. No, not like this.
And
Yeah, it was
thus
marking the end of the
The
race.
circuit is
Which isn't the most
complete.
helpful thing to point out. The
And
thing I
most
need on the
worthy
minimap is where the next marker is, not where the end is. That's weird. Alright, let's go down to that one. I'm committed to this whole doing 4 night waves in one mission, so we're doing it. Waypoints? Why? I'm going to follow the minimap. This game of waypoints, I swear. Did I get all the residue? Yeah, I've got all the residue I need. I'm just gonna very awkwardly try and hop up this. It's like a Skyrim horse, but more obnoxious, to be quite honest. Hey! Is this even where I need to be? Yep, I need to be up on top of here. Hey! Oh, come on! Yeah! I can do this. There we go. That was completely unnecessary, but you know what? I got there. Alright then.
Once you strike the first
I don't even
mark,
care what scores
the
I'm getting for
race
these races,
is
I'm just
begun.
doing them. Where's the next one? Over here. Over there.
Excellent.
Jump. Oh shit, that's not enough. That's not a jump. There we go. It's really arguing with me, not gonna lie. Next one is over here. Of course, there was that little bit to get in the way. Next one is not following that around. Oh, fuck. Get out the ragdoll. Come on, you're a Warframe. You don't need to ragdoll this long. I'm just gonna gently move. I'm not even gonna try and do it quickly. Slow and steady wins the race, or at least manages to complete it. There we go.
Swift you were indeed. And yet
What knocked me
others
off?
were swifter.
What knocked me off there? I turned around on just not water. I forget the name of that goo. Ah. Let's go. We've done everything I came here to do. That is not the exit. That is the exit. There we are. Good God. Have I done 20 minute survival yet? Yes, I have. Yeah, I did that while screwing around with Contagious Bond and showing how it staggers the game and nearly crashes it. There we are. Oh, and I got this pair of blueprints. Wonderful. Don't want them. But there we are. That should be 4 Nightwaves done in one mission, which is kind of efficient. Don't know what killed you in Warframe. Don't know. Hey, fell off a Kedra, blame Wally? Yeah, Wally for everything. Yeah, sure. Hey, we've got the Firefox logo. I don't care what they say, they basically recreated the Firefox logo. Which leaves us now Clem and Nightmare missions. I'm sure there's going to be some nightmares I can speed through. Is Rubico Prime a powerful weapon that does a lot of damage? If so, how can I unlock the place to farm Rubico Blueprint to upgrade it to Prime? Okay, King. There's a lot to unpack there. First of all, you're brand new to the game. So, Rubico Prime is not going to be something you can access right away. Rubico Prime, because it is a powerful rifle. Oh, sorry, Ray, I've sent that to you. Didn't mean to. My bad. But this requires Mastery Rank 12. So you get Mastery Rank by leveling up other things and then doing the Mastery Rank up test. As a brand new player, you will not be anywhere near Mastery 12. That is not in your immediate future. Next onto that, you don't get the basic weapon and upgrade it to Prime. To build Prime items, if I grab an example weapon here, here we are. Say Lightroom Prime, I need the barrel, receiver, stock, and then just some resource, as well as the blueprint. It's nothing to do with the base item. It is entirely constructed as its own thing, all the parts obtained in their own location. And as for farming those parts, for things like the Rubico, that's where the third thing comes in, and that is called vaults. Prime vaults. Only so many Prime items are actually available at any given time, at least directly through normal mission gameplay. So if I go to this relic here, is this... yeah, it's vaulted. This one. So the Miso G5, for example, this is not vaulted. This is available in general. So you could just go do a mission right now, and if you were to earn a Miso relic, it would likely have a chance to be this one. There are some missions where that wouldn't be an option, but most times where you could get a Miso relic, this is one of the Miso relic options. So I could get the Gunson part, I could get a Paris blueprint, Phantasma blueprint, part for Korra, part for Corvas, part for Nagantaka. Now Rubico's been out a very long time, and so you see that every relic I have for it is in the Prime Vault. All of them. Which means that normal relic obtaining is not going to get you it. How do you get the drop table hover list? Oh, you press tab. That bit at the top there that says tab, it means you can press tab. It's not the worst explained part of Warframe, but yeah. So yeah, King of Illuminati. Basically, what you're looking at is not an option there. Don't think about primes right now. Don't think about primes right now. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, Nightmare. Genuinely can't. There's no way. It was sarcasm. Okay. Still connecting with your vibe. Still getting there. Right then, let's see. I've got Crossfire Sabotage. That should be quick enough. Just gonna speed through this. Depth detonation, low gravity? Yeah, sure, whatever, I'm Wukong. Okay then. Oh, yeah, I've still got Nautilus trying to do Nautilus things. You do that.
The reactor is a complex system. Start by
I'm just going to
removing the
ignore
coolant
Nautilus
cells.
for the moment. We can get back to
My
Nautilus
intel
funnies
suggests
after
there
I've done
are
all
enemy supply
of the Nightwaves,
caches
which is
in
just
the
going to be
area.
3
I'm
missions
unable to pinpoint their
and
exact
cleanse, so 4
location.
missions.
Search them out if you are willing to
4 more
shoulder the
missions, and then we
calibers.
can get back to the funnies. Just going to do that properly because I can. Clem's a survival mission? Yeah, but it doesn't count. I mean, I could do the funny with Clem, yes. I could try and do that. More of the same, works for me. Gravity, why?
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage.
Let's dip
Use
down
whatever you
into
can to
here,
ensure it
grab
works
that,
again.
pop it in here. Fly up top. Nope. Fly a little bit too effectively and get it wrong. Excuse me. Didn't mean to roll. Play prime. Go find that blast door. Swoop on down here. This feels like I'm almost no clipping. Oh, that's the one. I forget who exactly. I think it was King of Lunati as well, but on the topic of what is... How do you get overpowered in this game? This is a further example, that's the word. Further example as to how do you define overpower, because I just literally flew through that mission. There's nothing any enemy could do to me. Go figure. Also, by the way, this is a Warframe you can get very early on. This is one of the earliest Warframes you can access. I've got the Prime variant, but the normal variant you can get very early on. So yeah. Sorry, ChatGPT telling you... Sorry, what? This is what ChatGPT is telling me on how to start the basic game by... I'm sorry, whoa, no, whoa, hold up. Are you using ChatGPT as a guide for anything? You're using the predictive text algorithm, a language learning model which is mostly meant as a conversational piece. You're not. Oh, thank fuck for that. Because you did say, and I quote, "This is what ChatGPT is telling me on how to start," and that concerned me. Yo, Majik. I have no idea if that's how we're supposed to pronounce it, but that's what I'm going with. Majik, welcome on in. Thank you very much for raiding with your party of 8. Welcome on in. How's everyone doing? For the love of God, please do not use ChatGPT as a source of answers. That's not what it is for. Certainly if you're using ChatGPT 3.5, definitely do not try and use that for answers. Only use a tool as described. They never describe it as a source of information. Ever. Hello, Hot Ice. I am doing well. Hope you're doing well yourself. We're in the midst of going through nightmare missions for Nightwave. Let me see. Nightmare. Where's some really fast ones? Capture. That should be quick. Yeah. Yes, in fact, even if ChatGPT did have technically accurate information on Warframe,
You are here
it's
on a
not
capture mission.
necessarily going to be
You must
aware of the
find,
age of that
capture, and
information
extract our target.
and how accurate that will be. Bad day for that one. Umbrella is saying ChatGPT can be pretty useful. See it write basic code for people. Nothing major but fairly cohesive. That's the thing. It can be fairly cohesive. It can if trained on the right material, it can certainly give answers. But there is that crucial detail of being trained on the right material to have the context to give you the right answer. If something is 90% accurate, then 10% of the time it is inaccurate, and 10% is a lot. If you have ever played a game where you roll dice or draw cards, you understand that 10% is a lot. Don't screw with that. ChatGPT is meant to be believable as a human, not truthful, I guess. ChatGPT 3.5, I've said this multiple times over and I've yet to see anything to the counter of it. ChatGPT 3.5 is about as effective as a 12-year-old that is both obedient and has unlimited access to just the internet. It is about as effective as a 12-year-old. Now, this is a very helpful 12-year-old. It is a 12-year-old that is happy to try and answer your questions. But sometimes when you give it a question about a niche, this 12-year-old has no idea about the niche. It's just a 12-year-old idiot. But it has Google, and so it's going to type into Google, but not actually Google, because it's not a search engine. It's ChatGPT. But it's going to pretend like it's typed into Google, and it's going to come up with an idea, what it thinks you want as an answer. Because it is effectively predictive text. It's trying to figure out what it thinks you want it to respond with. And so, there is your response. And then when you tell it, no, you're wrong, it goes, oh, sorry, my bad, yeah, what you actually meant was this, right? Again, it's not actually searching, it doesn't know the answer. Yeah, it also has all the misinformation of the internet. Very true. Now, for later versions of ChatGPT and other AI models out there, or for models with more trained data sets, yes, they can be better. I have gone over to, for example, the Bing AI. Yes, Bing exists, you can use it. As much as it tried to put itself on my desktop, Microsoft, don't do that. I went over to the Bing AI and I asked it, very simply, what was the command I needed to type into the Skyrim console to affect a certain stat? I'd forgotten how to do it. It'd been a long time since I'd fiddled with it. So I literally just asked it, what command do I need to type in to do that? Rather than go through the wikis and whatnot and trying to dig for the answer. And so it answered. It gave me the exact command, and it also gave me a warning. Make sure you know what you're doing because it can break your save files, so back it up. I plugged in the command and it worked. So I'm saying ChatGPT on its way to make up legal cases for an argument, exposing how bad some lawyers are. I think that's already happened, actually, yeah. I think that's already happened by citing a case that never existed. The lawyer used that and then attempted to cite a case that never existed, actually. Which, let me tell you, does not go well for you. Not if you were trying to actually be a lawyer. So yeah. You tried to use ChatGPT to make a 3D object? Fair enough. Oh, you're referencing it. Okay. So when you said on its way, I thought you meant it was maybe going to do that. So again, ChatGPT and other generalized open access AI chatbots are chatbots. If you are going to get any factual information from them, verify the hell out of that information. It is useful as a starting point. It is very useful as a starting point broaching into a subject because it might be able to give you ideas and indications as to the kind of questions you can ask. Much like a 12-year-old randomly going across the internet for a topic you asked it to look into. It can come back with these things and go, oh yeah, so I looked into the sun and apparently like it's this big ball of gas and it's made of hydrogen and it's like more than 100 times bigger than the Earth and let me see, and it is one gold away from the Earth. Yeah, okay, cool, right. It's not gas, it's more plasma-y stuff, but good try. It is made of hydrogen. It is more than 100 times the size of the Earth. It's a little bit bigger than that. quite a bit bigger than that. And it's not 1 gold away from the Earth. Let me... that's 1 AU. Yes, AU can mean gold. But it also means astronomical unit. And defined as the distance between Earth and the Sun on average. It's a nice try, but no. That's what you should be using it as. Use it as a starting point. It's not a giant gas ball? No. Snake Raider. Gas doesn't stay gas-like at that temperature and pressure. With the amount of stuff going on, there is a lot more going on than just gas. There is going to be some gas in there somewhere, but not really. I looked into the sun is not what you want to hear from your 12-year-old? I mean, it depends on the context. Is your 12-year-old an idiot? Probably not good news. If your 12-year-old is actually kind of smart, because, well, some of them are, then maybe it is good news. But mostly the sun is a deadly laser. Anyway, let's see. I would like to have another capture, thank you. Nice and quick. Hello, Y12. This is a man with degree in rocks, what I know about gas. Probably to do with my A-level in physics, that might help me, Umbrella. I know you're joking, but you know, I've got to flex at least little bits from time to time. I know a thing or two about the states of matter, I'll have you know. Actually, I remember at one point my teacher giving up on a topic and passing it over to me because I'd read ahead in the book. Following the outpourings from Sir at the time, but that was fun. Floor asking for the rock vocal, we can have it for half hour. I'll put that on in just a moment. I'll do this one nice and quick. And we're good. Alright then. Any reliable source for Warframe, or is it just YouTube? I could go to Warframe. Questions and answers. So you've got Warframe YouTubers, you've got the wiki, you've got the Discord community, !Discord, because we've got a lot of brilliant people over there as well. The community is your source. Just, obviously, if you're not going to a reputable YouTuber or a reputable wiki page, trust but verify. The wiki is about 96% accurate. Wiki is 96% accurate. And my YouTube channel is about 98%, I'd say. I have my issues. Desiccated. I will never get over that typo. Yeah, always use multiple sources. That's a good idea, if you can. Unless your one source is absolute verified, use multiple. Alright! Now we need to help our good friend Clem with his weekly mission. Oh yeah, region chat. Where is it? Region chat? Yeah, no. Just... No. Just no.
Time flies. Already half a year.
Orphan, thank you very much. And time really does fly, doesn't it? Half a year of support on that lovely golden mug right there. Orphan, it's to you. Thank you for your support again. Oh. Cheers indeed. What's the highest reward in Nightwave? You mean the level 30 reward? Or the one that's, you know, had the most drugs? Because probably level 30 is going to be this one right here. It's an armor bundle. Not an armor bundle, an armor bundle. Slight difference. But yes, some curiously spiky frozen pieces. That's what. 9.2k spanners left. Spanners left what? You've been spending all your spanners, right? You've been spending all your spanners? Ah, I suppose they are there for spending, aren't they? They are there for spending. As we're saying, people say quote your sources is for source didn't start from one person finding something interesting. Well, the thing is if your source is you, if you are the start, you are the source, then you have to verify that you're a reliable source. That's what people are meaning. Okie dokie then. Right then, we got the Nautilus, we got the Verglass, we got the bits and pieces. I'm just gonna go into the mission. If anyone else has not done the help Clem with his weekly mission, now is the time to send me a message in game, the Kengineer. We'll do it all as a squad together. We can all group up together and then let my Sentinel do all the work, actually. Oh, I see, Ray. You want a second postcard. Actually, Ray, do I have to call you out at this point? Because I can call you out. Do I need to go down this road? Do I need to have this discussion with you here live on stream? Because you probably know exactly what conversation I'm talking about. And if you don't, then I will happily enlighten you. You have a response for that if you want to go there? If we want to go there. Path of Sentinel? Yep, come on in. Oh, I need to set that. It is a curious challenge. I'm genuinely curious as to what Ray has to say. Because everyone else here doesn't know the context of this race. I'm curious. What could you possibly have to say on the matter that would explain why you're working towards this postcard right now? Maybe I say I have 3.5k, but I've not been much part of the community for too long. So what is the 2k redeem? The what redeem? The 2k? What, the 2035? I mean, if you click it, it tells you what it says. It tells you what it does. Esprit, you can indeed join. Oh, I don't know if I actually invited Ray. Yeah, I did. The other one was a bonus that detracted from the objective of the donation. This is more rewarding, so it has more meaning to you. I mean, fair enough. See, that's a perfectly reasonable explanation. I'm just curious as to why you never told me sooner. Quite honestly. Someone else said no thank you. Yeah, just to give everyone the context on that, of the postcards from the QTCC charity drive, of the 15 that were earned, one was earned by anonymous donor, so there was no way to reach out to them and sort that for them. Someone else straight up said no, and then a few people just never got back to me. One of them being Ray. Or rather, I should say more accurately, Ray did get back to me. Where is Ray Nuva in this list of people? Oh, it wasn't that long ago. I must have scrolled past your name. There it is. Could you send through the details, as I mentioned before, and I'll get this underway for you, be to him about the postcard. Will do, though it'll likely not be done during your work day today. Well, that was the fucking truth. It wasn't done during that day or any day.
Oh my god, really here? Kengineer.
Hello, Raptor, how you doing? How are you doing? So, yeah, I mean, the last information I had was, yes, I would like the postcard and I will get you that information. And that was the last I ever heard. Kinda confusing. Kinda confusing. Right, we had a request to switch over to the rock vocals. Let's do that for about half hour. Let's put it on and go. There we are. You just gathering expanders for Rap Tap Tap? I do. It is a commonly used one. Cheers, old gamer. Classic forgot to hit send. The number of times I hear that, but at least with Ray I believe it. But the number of times, I hear that. Oh.
Welcome to my little shop. So,
Hello. Does Clem need my help?
So, what do you say? Will you help him out?
Oh, you done Call of Duty as well? Oh, fair do, Raptor, fair do. I mean, it does make more sense to gather up all the shards now that we know that more options are on the way. Yeah. How can you not want one of these beautiful snaky postcards? I know, right? I know, right? To miss out on one of these? That's a thing. That is a thing.
This is it. The merchandise acquisition mission. You and Clem go
Alright.
ruckus.
Activate.
While my other
Buffs.
operatives ease you.
Buffs.
Let
Buffs.
them know you're here.
And that's that. That's all I need to do for this mission. I'll just occasionally recast buffs. But otherwise, it's just, let's... Oh no, I don't know if I'm going to spread status procs. They die too quick. Also, Esprit is shooting them. They might actually be too weak for me to get the cascade on. If I can't get more than one buff on them, how is it going to spread? And more than one status proc. Oh no. Well, that doesn't work. Too strong. I might need to let my buffs run out. Clem too strong. Nautilus too strong. I'm actually going to have to let my buffs run out and see if I'll have low enough damage to get 2 status procs on. Wait, so Verglass with Contagious Bond and what other Bond mod? With the mods in the guide on my video on it. Here's my latest video on the YouTube channel. I recommend you have a look. Giving a self-damage tick from blind as well. Would that apply? Oh, there was a little bit of spreading going on there. Yeah, I'm starting to get viral proc spreading, but we want to see the heat procs. I need heat to be in the spread. Stealth triggers on blind if there is a damage tick on them as well. What triggers on blind? You can only get stealth damage from melee weapons. I'm not using a melee weapon rate. You're not explaining what you're on about because I don't know what you're on about here. So it's over-engineered for the game? Pretty much, yeah. That's a good way of looking at it. Stalker on you? Oh, okay. Why have they moved off elsewhere? Esprit! Esprit! What is this?
Smells better already.
Random public people. Hey. I don't even know where the Stalker is. Oh, there it is. Life support? Do we even need that?
Deal time. You interested in some half-price life support?
So long as the enemies stack up, we can get a cascading effect and we'll have all the life support we need. It's when the enemies are split up that we struggle, right? I didn't just call Esprit a rando? Oh, hell. Yeah, I did. Act like a rando, be a rando. Yeah, no, these enemies are just too weak to get a cascade going. Straight up too weak for a cascade effect. Ah, that's a shame. That is a genuine shame. It goes down to 50? I mean, 50's not that much of a problem. Alright. Sees 50 get scared. I get it. Brought the death down to put, pretty much. Rex says, so if there's a damaging status proc on an enemy and they are blinded, the next damaging tick gets bonus damage. Curious. I have never heard anything about that. Not saying it's wrong, I'm just saying I've never heard anything about it. Yeah, this is thermonuclear bomb for a coughing baby, pretty much, yeah.
Hey,
Just gonna shoot down the
dropping
wire.
another capsule.
But seriously, in a group mission like this, life support capsules shouldn't be needed. You should be able to kill things quick enough that it just won't be a problem. Oh, hello, cat. In a moment, she's opened the door, letting all the hot air out.
Console ready?
I have no idea how I could train her to shut doors. No idea if it's even possible. I don't think cats care enough to shut doors, so... God, this is a visual mess. So should, but it wasn't raising. Esprit, looks like we're doing just fine right now with, you know, everyone in the same spots and with the enemies pouring into it. You have your observations. I got mine on this one, on that one. Doesn't even need to be there for it to kill. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you just need to make sure you don't actually get AFK timer on you and you're fine. Bit of damage, starts spreading. Beautiful. Not much of a cascade because, again, the enemy's too weak for it to reach a proper cascade. But we're getting little bits. Imagine playing Warframe as a Sentinel? All I could see that for would be a nephew mode. So kind of like how Tails in some of the earliest Sonic the Hedgehog games, like Sonic 2, Tails was basically an immortal helper companion. If you ever lost as Tails, it doesn't matter, Tails comes back straight away, no risk, no concern. Whereas Sonic was the proper character going on. So Tails was the perfect player too for a niece or nephew, or a younger sibling, someone who doesn't really understand the game, but they like to be there and press buttons and do things. But this isn't really the kind of game that's suitable to have a niece or nephew in such a position, so even then a Sentinel Wave doesn't really connect. Yeah, Porfin, having only Verglass be the viable damage weapon for Sentinels is stupid, frankly. I understand DE don't want us to just have AFK gameplay, and then they create things like this. I understand it. But having the weapons be so pathetic is really something. Like, it's not even slight, they are just bad. You sold your Verglass? Ouch. Verglass was likely an oversight? On what basis, Solomir? On what basis was Verglass an oversight? Does the Cascade spring on arbitration drones? No idea. No idea. Never tested it there. Off topic, why health boost is a thing in the relays? Who wants that? It's just an option, really. Doesn't have to be that anyone particularly wants it over the others, it's just an option. Also, I love how my Iron Skin graphic has just not worked. I've been running around as normal Rhino Prime, all my fashion there, no golden skin overlay. Somebody says, seeing as it has the same stats as regular Galaxium, I guess they copied it with the intention of toning it down, but I have no proof. Yeah, you have no proof, unfortunately. It's an interesting thought. It's an idea. But there's absolutely nothing to say that it was unintended, especially given how long it's been in the game, and there's been nothing done about it. For something that is acquired through Railjack, so that's how far you have to get into the game to access it without buying it Platinum. Railjack. The only bit that makes it odd is that it's 75 Platinum, which means that a brand new player, for not a lot of plat, could purchase it themselves and have a Sentinel which is just much stronger than they will have access to in general for a while. Because the Galaxian is an MR8 weapon, and this has auto-targeting. That's the only strange bit, if anything, about it, is that it's 75 Platinum for this Sentinel weapon combination. And Thunder Breath. Anyway. Yeah, these enemies are still a little bit too weak, but the ancients I can stack a cascade on, and there it goes. A little bit of a cascading effect. Again, the enemy's dying rather quickly, but it's transmitting. Clem? How? You're Clem. How did you go down? You're Clem. It's cheaper in game, people are buying it for more and more Warframe market. Yeah, the Warframe market prices are kind of ridiculous. Part of that is because of just the effort it takes to actually get it. So there's not enough supply to bring the prices down, and people have gotten used to the fact that player trading is cheaper when that's about the only case where that's wrong. Do you sometimes forget stuff? Sure, Solomir, sure. Yeah. You could say that about everything that doesn't fit your beliefs. Sure.
There it is.
I mean, Nightmare, you'll find that my community do. I create this scientific approach and persona, and the people that end up gravitating to this channel, they do their research.
You can handle it.
But yeah, there's plenty of people that don't. We got the good ones here. So I'll say I've done so much testing it's painful. Not even good, is it? I'm surprised at how many don't. Oh, Nightmare. No, I wouldn't be surprised. Nightmare. I can tell you 2 reasons why I wouldn't be surprised at how many people don't do research in Warframe. 1, I've worked retail. 2, I've worked in a call center. I'm not surprised. I've experienced it. Top to bottom, all around. I've experienced it. Yeah. Ain't no surprise to me. I have had a landlord trying to arrange for sorting out an appliance that was having issues, if I recall the call correctly. And they got annoyed at me. They got annoyed because I asked for the address of their property. They were annoyed because they didn't know it offhand. Oh, I have to get the details of that. I have to look it up. Like, okay, you're calling me about a house you own, hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of asset. One of multiple you've made clear to me. Why the fuck are you pissed at me that you can't remember where hundreds of thousands of pounds of your wealth is sitting? People. I worked retail? I worked retail, yeah. I worked retail after uni, worked 2 years as a base sales assistant. I did a year as a supervisor. I spent some time looking into the possibility of opening my own shop. Luckily, I did the research correctly and it said this was a bad idea, very likely to go wrong. So I didn't go down that road. COVID would have killed it. That's a fact. Then I worked in a call center for a couple of years as well. Yeah. So, you know, when you put it all together, it's a fair few years of dealing with people's bullshit. Volunteered at various charity shops throughout my life as well, so been on that side of things. Yeah, I've dealt with people. To be fair, that hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of asset isn't going anywhere. No, but people are still just dumb enough to have one and then call up a company and be like, hey, I need something to do with it, and then be surprised that we ask them, okay, where is it? Which asset are you asking us to protect? Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah. Very few times did my honest thoughts get the best of me and come out on a call when they maybe shouldn't have. The one that really stands out to me is on a call with someone. I've got their profile up on the screen because they've, you know, given me their information. I've got their profile. They don't like the information I'm giving them, despite the fact it's the same information I give to everyone asking the same thing. They don't like it, and they threw out that wonderful line, "Do you even know who I am?" I can help, but just read their name back out to them and say, you told me at the start of the call, right? Jane Smith, you told me at the start of the call. Luckily for me, that person didn't have an answer for realizing just how stupid their question was. I bounced the stupidity back at them. They had to hear the reality of just how dumb they sounded. That could have gone badly, but at least it was perfectly accurate. I did know who they were, they told me. I've dealt with people. So I'm asking, how many of your mods express remorse about the stuff we've got you to look into? Zoms apologised for it, Ray's apologised, but still has too. I guess technically still has, but Sill's come from a more of a... Sill got into the game because I got him into Warframe, so he's more apologised about, sorry about all the dumb questions. Again, I've worked retail, it's fine. Been there, done that. Or I should say, more accurately, I make YouTube videos. I've seen all the dumb questions and comments. It's fine. What would I call mid-game? I'd call mid-game touching onto arbitrations, getting ready for Steel Path. That's what I'd call that. Early game is the start chart before you've gone through Zaraman. And I put the cutoff line, I think, at Saturn. So before Saturn, you're on the very early game. Then you're on to early game. Once you are completing the star chart, you're wrapping up and going into arbitrations. You're at the point of handling sorties without screaming. Then, oh, that's not a sortie. Sortie. Then you're at mid-game. Shut up. And then when you are confidently handling Steel Path, and you're wading your way through, finishing up kind of collections, refining builds into overpowered stuff, that's late game. If you look at Steel Path missions and you're going, how do I do this? Or you've just got one approach and it's just enough that you can manage it, you're mid-game. You're mid-game. It's just saying, told everyone around me this last retail job I'm working, ain't working for a call center. Understandable. I got lucky. I got very, very lucky with the call center I worked at because loads of people all were saying much the same thing, that call centers are horrible. All the horrible, horrible things of, about call centers. And the thing is that they're true for most call centers. And the one I ended up at somehow wasn't. It was genuinely different. In fact, for the first year of it, it was an actually positive job to have. How can anyone describe a call center job as a positive job to have? Frontline, no less. It was. It genuinely was. And then they failed to sell the company. And the higher-ups didn't like that and looked at ways of changing things. And it got bad. It got bad. So I left. Straight up, I left. In fact, I left the company precisely when I told them I would leave, something like 6-9 months prior. Didn't mean for it to work out that way, but it worked. And I think 3, maybe 4 other members of my team left at the same time, so I wish them all the best. A lot of talent quit in that same week, and that was their problem, not mine. Anyway. So to say, even during during job hunting, I'm avoiding all call centers like the plague, which is understandable. Yeah, most call center jobs are just going to be bad. They are. I got very, very lucky. I got lucky with a good job. I got lucky with the recruiter telling me the truth because everyone else in my training group was lied to about the job. I was told everything up front and truthful. I don't get it. Why lie to everyone else in the group? People were told the wrong hours, people were told the wrong nature of the job, people were told the wrong opportunities that would be involved, some people were told the wrong pay rate. One person thought they were applying for a different position in the entire company. They probably were. Me, everything was fully accurate, no detail hidden. All I can guess, all I can figure is that they looked at my qualifications, they looked at where I was coming from because I moved 200 miles for the job. They looked at just me as a person as I presented myself, all suit and tie and everything in the initial interviews and whatnot. And they must have figured I was a plant from HQ checking up on them. That is all I can figure. Why else would they tell me the truth and no one else? They thought I was a mystery shopper, but job applicant. That's all I can figure. Why lie to everyone else? Because recruitment agencies are terrible as shit. They are. A lot of those agencies will just say whatever they need to say to get you into the interview, get you through and signed up because they get their commission. That's what they do. At least that's what the bad ones do. And the bad ones, they outnumber the good ones. Plenty. Oh, plenty. Anyway, enough of that. I keep on rambling about things which have nothing to do with Warframe. How do you guys get me to do this? I don't even understand
Always
it.
a pleasure.
Rock instrumental? Oh, okay, we're just taking the music we have got and removing the voices. Sure. There we are. Twitch do Twitch things? Twitch do Twitch things, yeah. Oh, yeah. The recruitment's all handled by agency for the business, because the business was large enough, they just didn't want to handle the actual recruitment themselves. They needed a constant inflow of people. You outsource that to a company to do it. Absolutely. Yeah. You guys look fire? Oh, yeah. The new Nightwave credits, a lot more colourful than previous ones. Same basic shape, but a lot more colourful, aren't they? They're really leaning into the whole red-orange approach. You enjoy my voice no matter what I'm saying? Hold on a sec here. Holy bodie. If I just do this. That's not what I was looking for. Come on, where is it? Right then. You don't mind whatever I'm saying. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet, ut aliquid animi ut dolor magni qui delectus preferendis, qui atque reprehenderit citrerem culpa et ulam ipsa, ut placiat quia non facilis dignissimos id magni omnis quo vitae elgendi. And we can keep going. Is this voice speech Latin? No, it's literally just placeholder text. Placeholder fake Latin. Have I been going through any more of the Bond mods? Very good Warframe question, sure. Yes, I was Lorem Ipsum, yeah. Very good question. So, with the Bond mods, I don't want to cover them all like back to back in videos, because that'd get boring. Excellency, permission granted, but nothing too long. Nothing too long. Anyway, with the Bond mods, Aerial Bond is just pants. Oh, mod mode triggered an advert? Wait, what? Oh, did you have to switch over to the moderator page? Right. Well done. Welcome back, Excellency. Yes, Aerial Bond is just pants. Astral Bond is nerfed since its release because they realised it was actually kind of a little bit too powerful, so now it's a bit pants. Contagious Bond got buffed, and oh boy, have we been working on that one. Covert Bond, I've yet to fully explore the applications, but it doesn't look too amazing, I'll be quite honest. It's going to have niche scenarios I can make it work with. I think Ash is going to be the big winner here, but that's going to be most of it. That is Loki being deceptive as ever. Duplex Bond is Duplex Bond is Duplex Bond is Duplex Bond is Duplex Bond. It does what it says on the tin. You don't need a guide to Duplex Bond. it exists and that's it. Manifold Bond, I just can't get excited about it, quite frankly. I just can't get excited about it. Because companion preset mods apply status effects from companion weapons. Cool, so you need a damaging precept, and then it's going to guarantee each of the different damage types are on the companion weapon as a status type. A 69-second timeout, nice. It's just... Nah. Now the other part of it, status effects, killing enemies with 3 more unique status effects reduces companion ability cooldowns by 3 seconds. Now that's nice. That's nice. And I use that in the build with Contagious Bond, which is part of why Nautilus is so ridiculous, because it just goes scoop, 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 scoop when things are really going cool. It's just the first half of this is just meh. Very meh. Yeah. Momentous Bond does what it says on the tin. The only real notable thing is that it creates as a separate damage type, so they don't combine. It might be a separate damage instance, but I have no way to test that. So yeah. Mystic Bond? Lobelia, it's ticket. It even tells you what to do. How did you get that wrong, Lobelia? Well, I suppose Raffle and Join are in the title text. Maybe you put those two together. Maybe. You can't read? Ah, fair enough then. I'm impressed you managed to get this far. Mystic Bond, after your companion uses abilities with cooldowns 5 times, you may cast a Warframe ability without expending energy. 1, it basically does what it says on the tin. 2, it is bugged. It's just bugged. I wonder how many of you remember the bug. Do I need to remind y'all of the bug on Mystic Bond? Porphin remembers it, that's good. Alright, cool. If Porphin remembers it, everyone remembers it, because that's totally how it works. Right, then I don't need to show you it. Excellent. So we can move on from that. Isn't it just stupidly rapid fire? Not quite, not quite. It's the fact that some abilities get the free cast, but don't consume the free cast. Because sure, why not? How does that even happen? It's not all abilities. It's not similar abilities. It's just some abilities don't use the free cast up. They just continuously benefit from the free cast. I'm just... How? How does this happen? What's gone wrong? Its ability to tap hold properties? Maybe it's that? Yeah, so also the things that count towards it. Curious as well, yeah. Someone mentioned invasion with potatoes. Audric and Kata's blueprint. Only if it's quick missions, otherwise I'm not going to care. Oh, there's 2 things. That one. Mobile defense, I don't care enough. I genuinely do not care enough. Not going to do that. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Not loving that. Standard primer. It says it worked when equipped with helmet charger, but was patched out. What does? Oh, I need to make sure this is on the Super Sentinel. Yes, it is. Cool, cool, cool. I'm on a Madurai. Do I want to stick to Madurai? Sure, why not? Effort to change it. On the wiki of Mystic Bond. Oh, probably the maggots, counting each maggot as a ability cast. That might have been it. Don't know if the wiki's truncated a detail or if you are, but I could just wanted something more specific about how it was counting almost everything it was doing as a trigger. Oh, I see, Porphin, that's it, yeah. That would make sense, wouldn't it? That would make sense. Silly how it happens. If that's the case. Zaku 4 doesn't take it. So Zaku 4 has a tap hold on its Zom because you can uncast it by hold casting it. If I recall correctly, anyway.
Weapons make music.
Hey, we recognize this room, don't we?
Calls for a song.
From a certain video someone may have done.
Life support has been cut off.
Hoba.
They're trying
Hoja.
to choke you out.
Hua.
I'm sending auxiliary life support.
Nautilus, do the naughty things. No, wait, not those things. I mean, do the good things. The good Nautilus things. Huzzah. If the bomb mod with 120% elemental damage thing was a separate instance, wouldn't that make devouring attrition double dip with Zartas? What? Devouring attrition isn't on companions. Ever. I know you can't time me out, Sil. The only way you can time me out is by just not being on the stream. And you don't want to do that because you enjoy all the funnies here, don't you? So you're stuck with it. Now, for anyone who's curious as to why any of this is remotely important or interesting, firstly, what are you doing not watching my videos? I spent a lot of time making those. Secondly, it's because I have 80 kills and I've not fired a single shot. Oh no. Anyway. Yep, 109 kills, still not fired a shot. Not even trying to fire shots. Free up all the buffs. Oh, they're falling off the edge and dying. That's not helpful. Where did the Xmas unit go? Oh, there's one. Hi! Do you want to die? 1,000 procs. 13,000 heat procs. He's dead. He went from 46 to 13,000 heat procs in a couple seconds and then just kind of decided that living wasn't what he felt like doing anymore. He perished. 27 heat procs. Oh, they've run out. They ran out? Must have been from the previous setup. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Few hundred, few thousand, and death. 13,000 hit procs? Yeah, you heard that correct. I'm on 187 kills so far, which is lower than I would like. I'll be quite honest with you. I was hoping for more at this point. I might be standing in the wrong spots to really get the juice flowing on these. I might be getting some odd spawns. Haven't really looked into the spawn rooms. Oh, there we go. That's a good scoop. 222 kills now. Do I have a command for Contagious Bond? Yeah, it's Contagious Bond. Or Contagious for sure. If you put just Bond, well, there's loads of Bond mods. So I made one for the specific Bond mod. It's beautiful. Let's just grab that life support. Oh, look at that. Doing well. Because it is about having the right position, the right spawn rooms. You really need high enemy density for this to connect. If you don't have it, ain't going anywhere. It's going to continue to just disappoint you. And the only reason I'm using Rhino is because Rhino has the maximum raw buff, because Rhino. On top of the fact that he has a tank that can just face tank it all. Just don't have to worry. Relaxing sounds of grenadier troops dying constantly? Yeah. It's beautiful. And it's these constant draws in with Cordon, which is why I'm using that whole, I think it's Manifold Bond or Momentous Bond? One of the two. Constantly dragging in the next things by virtue killing the previous things. Because it's constantly re-triggering. And that means that more of them get pulled into range to continue the cascade effect for as long as possible. How does the Infection Arcane look? I don't know what that would do to benefit anything. I'm just chucking corpses down there. That's slightly horrifying. I mean, this whole thing is horrifying, but you know what I mean. Walk me through, Esprit. What would a Theorem Infection do for us here? Because I'll be honest, most of the Theorem Arcanes, all of the Theorem Arcanes, I just kind of dismissed as mostly pants in most circumstances. I don't think about them. What if magnetic procs provided a pull effect? Then the game would be different. Can't really say much else on that. Yeah, I feel like I'm not getting the spawns I was hoping for. I mean, we're getting plenty of kills. I'm at 500 odd kills. We just reached the 5-minute mark. Sentinel only. That's pretty damn good going. The Sentinel only. Do I think it'd be too powerful? It depends on how it'd work, honestly. Nightwave. As ever with these kinds of thoughts, the devil is all in the details, and at the end of the day, it's a fanfic. We don't have it in the game to test, let alone enjoy. You're not the first to suggest magnetic procs as being able to be a magnetize ability, a grouping ability. You won't be the last to suggest it. It bounces around a lot. Setting a zone created by a residual arcane increases damage to companions and summon allies by within 90 meters by 24%. Second, stack it to 15 times. Effect persists for 20 seconds, not leaving the zone. Interesting. Okay, so we need to have the Theorem Arcane, we need to have the Residual Arcane, we need to trigger it. Possible, not as AFK. My main focus with this was to show that we could do it where the Warframe just activates buffs and stands there. You can absolutely go further by combining actual Warframe play with the Sentinel. My entire focus on this... Oh dear. Need to get you back. There we are. My entire focus on this really was just how ridiculous can we make this when I just walk my Sentinel into becoming the meat grinder of doom. Like that. And that. And all of this. And all of that. Random question, but has anyone experienced huge FPS drops when the host since Abyss? They might be doing what I'm doing, or it might be something else. Because this, if things get set up right, this is a massive FPS killer. Man, those things weren't even marked for me. I'm gonna hide down here for a minute and see what happens. Let's hide here. Because if I hide, the enemies will filter in a bit more. And I might get more of a dishwasher effect. You can hear the constant dragging in of new ones. Starting a new cascade. 2 kills. 3 kills, and then the cascade happens. We get to the 3rd kill. You can see on the minimap the effect. This is ridiculous. This is Steel Path, yes. This is Steel Path. I would show you, but they might die too quick. Yeah, level 114. I did the original testing over on Sedna, but yeah. This is definitely Steel Path. And I have a Sentinel that's killing it. Suction. Death. No follow-up suction? Oh, no, the death has gone too far. The minimap is now clear. I'm gonna go grab my stuff. Yoink, 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 yoink. Thank you. Reactivate buffs. And we'll stand in the spot. This is obnoxiously stupid, but it even works. It's just that powerful. Ah, we didn't get more suctions coming in. Damn it. Alright. Gonna do that, spread some more additional statuses. Might keep more of a repeat corner going. Yep, there we go, that's nice. So by dragging them in, it keeps the cycle running, keeps the cascade. At least longer. How the enemies getting grouped up like that? That is Cordon. That is an ability on Nautilus, it's unique to Nautilus. Which drags in enemies from a decent distance, even through walls. And then I just obliterate them with the rest of the build. Camping in Warframe, never seen that? I've seen it plenty of times. Every now and then I get a free screen cap. Maybe, yeah. Maybe we'll see the second here. Who knows? It's been surprisingly non-laggy at the moment, I will be honest. Like, we've not had the real crunchy moments occur. Although I suppose I might not be getting the electric procs, which is where it gets really spicy. And before violence, well, that's the thing, I'm not killing enemies. And because of the anti-AFK system they put in, if you're not killing enemies, excuse me, if you're not killing enemies, you can't spawn acolytes.
Look what our Tenno operative just
Oh,
found.
I've been AFK timed out.
Do this without you.
I saw that Nautilus just wasn't dealing with butchers. So yeah, whilst I don't kill enemies, I've killed 1,144, but I didn't kill them. So they don't spawn. You just farm affinity and credits. I mean, if you want to, I could just get some kills, you know. I could start joining in, doing some killing. Which also, by killing that Eximus, that's given damage buff to my Sentinel. And if I get a kill here or there, then the Acolytes will still spawn. So if I see just a couple enemies around, rather than bundles of them, take it out the 1 or 2 here or there. Yeah. Is stream down? No. Buff. Come on, let's do the thing. There we go. That's beautiful. And if I just shoot a thing or two... Okay, that was a little bit too much shooty shoots. How is drone so OP? Because I made it OP. Is the very quick answer to the very quick question. Exclamation mark contagious to get a link to the full video guide on exactly what the hell is even happening here. Yes, I am the companion to my Nautilus. I am just buffing it and it is doing the work. Oh, that's the... No, that's bad. I'm not going to sit in that fireball, thank you very much. Wait. Can you shoot those? No, it just timed out, right? It just timed out. At just the right time, right? Right? You can't shoot those. Oh. Well, there we are. Oh, only a small one. Only a small one. Okay. Cool. We're back. We're back. We're back. Let me just scoop up some life supports. Get some of the loot that has been dropping everywhere. Nautilus is down. No! My Nautilus, my baby! Hello, Xmas unit. Please die. Thank you. My Nautilus is back. Okay, we're good. Do this! No. No bombard. Bad. Bombards and napalms, bad juju. They kill Nautilus, and that is bad. It just looks so goofy. We'll see what happens. Next time a napalm starts shooting stuff around, if it survives long enough to shoot, because I am kind of hiding in the corner here. But the next time it happens, I'm going to look into this. Oh yeah, Warframe is absolutely a game designed to be cheese. In 13 minutes, I've got 1,400 kills, and most of those are from my Sentinel. So much so that an Acolyte still hasn't spawned this entire mission. Well, that was a napalm, I think, was it? Or was it just... No? Oh, that's a bombard. Ugh. Let's kill that one. That is a very dead Xmas unit. Leading to yet more dead things. Spawn Acolyte, please? Sure, yeah. I'll focus on that for a bit. Every few seconds, get some kills. Just remind the game, I am Acolyte eligible. Oh wait, that's napalm. Oh shit, I killed it. I kind of wanted it to fire a shot. Oh well. We'll get the next one. Oh no, it has no killing power against an Acolyte. Acolytes are status resistant. They take a maximum of 4 status procs. See, no, you can't shoot those. It timed out just as I shot it. Okay. I think. Do I use Hellstrom? Not for this, no. Hellstrom has the DPS of a diseased cabbage. There we are. I killed enough things to trigger an Acolyte. First Acolyte of the entire mission because I finally decided to allow it to happen.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
And the Acolyte's dead because Clay Prime is strong. No! Nautilus, no! Come back. There we are. Just a couple seconds and he'll be back. Ta-da! And now spread the death again, please. There it is. It's a beautiful sound. What's the raffle and join command for? Well, the raffle command is about the raffle, and the join command is how to join me if I invite you to join me on a mission. That'll be what they're for. Hello, Napalm. That is a lot of fire. Oh, he took out my iron skin and then knocked me over. That was a good combo. Probably one more combo me there. And yeah, we're definitely not able to take those out. I just timed it right. Or wrong, I suppose. Confused myself. Still at 100% live support here. Oh, was that another bombard? Oh, it's a dead bard. Yeah, 200 odd procs, not enough. So if there was a cap at 100 procs, it'd be useless. 400 procs, getting somewhere. Thousands of procs, now you're talking. The way they're being pulled in, it's just so goofy. No, Nautilus! Okay, he'll be back in just a moment. I'm pointing out live support despite you. No, I'm pointing out the live support as a point as to why this is more than just, oh yeah, you can occasionally kill on Steel Path. No, we're at the point where we are maintaining in a survival mission where you need to keep up a kill rate suitable for a Steel Path mission. Nothing to do with you, Esprit. Your shenanigans just aren't important enough. Yes, Nautilus can pull Xmas around when they have Overguard, because the crowd control stops you from hindering them. It doesn't stop you from moving them, it seems. I guess. I'm not sure what the full restrictions are, but yeah, it can move them. I mean, that might be the thing that DE changed. They might make it where Corden can't pull things in, so you can't get such a powerful dishwasher effect. Because the way it clusters them all up, very effective. Very effective. So they might challenge that into... Oh god. No, my buffs! I'm alive. Does that mean Ripline can move them around? I think Ripline attempts to ragdoll at the same time, so probably no. You just wouldn't be able to target them as a result. Damn it, Nautilus went down. Alright, let me fix that. Rip. That is a very fiery arena, and everything is dead. Except for me and Nautilus. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit bonkers, isn't it? As I say, it only gets this cascade when you've got a high enemy density. Without a bunch of enemies to cascade together, it's nothing. It's just nothing. If other people are getting the kills, if you're getting the kills rather than Nautilus, it's also nothing. So there are a lot of things that have to go correct for it to work. And the whole crashing thing, well, we've seen very little stuttering actually this run. Might just be from good luck of not rolling electric on the companion. Might just be from good luck on that. Come on, companion. Shoot the thing to death. No, not those ones. Shoot the Xmas. No, not those ones. Shoot the Xmas. Xmas is the good thing. Oh, I need to keep it buffed. That's what's happening. Oh, okay. Bit of a shaky shake there. As a new player, is this Nautilus build something to go for, or should you go for something more general? Go for something more general. As a newer player, if you're not on Steel Path, don't even consider this approach. Simply because, 1, it's ridiculous overkill. 2, it's not building up your equipment for normal missions. Oh, nice poor guy. Oh dear. I'm screwing around a bit. And 3, it's probably going to get nerfed. It's probably going to get nerfed. Yeah. If you are not at the position to create this build already, I wouldn't work towards it other than to get Verglass and Nautilus, because Verglass and Nautilus, Verglass especially, is powerful.
Hold out as long as you can.
There's a bit more life support. I'm going to go back to my hiding spot. I'm going to go stand here. How much did you for a full-on game crash? I'm just trying to see if we can get a nice long one. We got a little bit of a stutter earlier, but nothing amazing. So yeah, just going to keep the buffs up. Create that dishwasher effect for a bit. You can hear the constant cacophony of absolute catastrophe in this contagious cataclysm. Points for alliteration, of course. Nope, that's not being impressive enough. Still not proccing electric. Because I don't want to force electric into this. I suppose I could just spam an epitaph for a bit and see if that helps. I was going to sprint a lot of different statuses, but still not electric. I didn't see electric there. Do you have a more general build for it recommended? Using Panzer at the moment, but utility Nautilus looks good. Nautilus's overall utility is a bit poor, to be quite honest. Cordon is nice from time to time, but that's about it. It's a weaker version of Chorus and Snare, substantially weaker. With Momentous Bond, I suppose you can get a lot more out of it, but that's not something I've fully investigated so far. Is it Momentous or Manifold? It might be Manifold. The one that reduces cooldowns. But it's not something I've fully investigated so far. So I don't have a build to provide you on that, aside from this hella funny setup. Gonna try and force electric procs with the random status I can get here. Do a scoop of the loot again. And back into the hidey hole. Oops, I actually killed that one. Hey, look at that, life support. Yoink! Yeah, Carrier is a good all-rounder sentinel. Carrier Prime especially because it's got so much survivability to it that it can passively open crates around you in missions, which is a loot increase. A big loot increase, don't get me wrong on that. And it can, what's it? It can also help you out with ammo concerns. Ooh, that was a bit of a hitch. Ugh, felt that one. Does this Nautilus do gas with grouping? That just happens sometimes. But gas only stacks up to 10 procs, so gas is actually pretty shit. It also gets no benefit from heat mods or toxin mods, unlike both toxin and heat procs, so again it's pretty shit. Gas is just shit. Every time someone has made gas powerful, it's because they've made either the combo that gets you there very powerful, or they've made the enemies so weak that anything can kill them. The actual gas effect is usually terrible, and something else is doing the work instead. It just looks like gas ends up doing the work. Gas for infested? The infested are weak to gas, in as much as the infested are also weak to basically damage. There are very, very, very few instances where gas should be considered above anything else. Very few. I'd say gas is only really inferior to blast out of the combination elements. Alright. Screwing up again on the life supports here. Not been going in my way. What can we do to improve this? We can get rid of the napalm because they annoy me. Die. Heavy gunner is going to perish. Spread the effect. Oh, didn't get a spread there. And Nautilus is down. I'm going to need to focus on that Xmas. Nautilus back. Nautilus is back. Oh, don't focus the Xmas when you haven't got the buffs. You need to get the effect going. There we go. That's doing a bit more. Who stole my gun?
The longer you fight, the more successful we will
I think I've screwed around with this build enough. I think I've screwed around with this build enough. It's ridiculous. It's kind of crazy that a Sentinel can hold out this long. Oh, you can see I've got a few shots myself in. Yeah, here comes an Acolyte. Oh, hey, there's another of these rooms. Not that I need it, but hey. Where are you at? There you are. Hello, Violence! It's Violence, I didn't realise it was Violence. Nope. We can talk about this. Oh yeah, alright. Violence bad. Bad violence. Do not like. Complete silencing of all my abilities. Not good.
Extraction is ready.
I do not like violence. They are the anti-fun Acolyte. Also, this room is terrible for farming. It's an absolute shit show for farming in this room. It's too big, it's too open. The enemies take too long to get to you. This room's okay. It's permissible. This room's an end room. We don't care about those. As you say, with my knowledge on programming, I think the stuttering is caused by just pure calculation of the mass of heat procs on the mass of people. The computer is trying to calculate a lot of stuff. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That is the most likely answer, that there's just so many procs being spread to so many enemies so quickly, so frequently, that the game just kind of breaks. Because it's an exponential factor. That's pretty much it. So, yes. That is the ridiculousness of Nautilus, Contagious Bond, and a few other bits and pieces put together. It is quite capable. For those of you who can't be bothered to go watch a video, there's an Nautilus build. If you want the other builds, go watch the video. Alright, now at this point, we've got all the Nightwaves done, and I've screwed around enough with Nautilus, at least. I've only done it against the Grineer so far. You know what, there was a suggestion of taking it against the Infested, because maybe they'll have more of a positive effect, and you know what, I'm happy to give that a whirl. I think that was... There's going to be various people's suggestion at this point, so I won't name anyone in particular. Where the frick is it? There it is. I'm going to go to Cameria and see what happens here. Maybe this will be good, maybe it won't, I don't know. We will see. Which one can juggle Warframes?
Distract the infested while a lone Tenno operative hunts for supplies. Set off the alarms to start.
Is this build meant for only solo? Yes, because otherwise you're relying on people not killing things, and most Warframe players tend to try to kill things, so that won't work. Alright. I love the way they're teleporting to me, that's neat. Okay, let's see if we can get a good cascade effect going on these guys. Well, that looks nice. Can I get a good repeat cordon effect as well? Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Getting a little bit of dishwasher action. That's sounding good. Listen to that sound. There we go. So I'm saying, balanced design thing, do you think it would be preferable for status procs once capped to reroll to a different one on the weapon? No, I think it's part of designing your weapon to balance the amounts of any given damage type yourself. It's part of the balancing of the weapon. So if you overload a weapon with viral damage, that's your problem. You've got too many viral procs. You need to figure out modding around that. Because it's a min-maxing thing to explain using down-rank mods. You can perfectly play the game without down-ranking, but you will get a worse effect for not maximizing your build. Half of Warframe is about the modding. I don't think just giving a free exit on that is a good idea, no. Especially considering how easy it is for various weapons to hit the status proc cap. If you don't want a status proc to be wasted, mod differently. That's why I'm using so many heat bonuses here on my Nautilus. If that weren't the case, I could just have a bit of heat and then the rest be viral corrosive, because as soon as I hit 10 of viral and 10 of corrosive, the rest would be pure heat anyway. It's because of the design of the game that I'm using such a heat focus. I'm working with the modding, rather than having it handed to me. If there's an ancient healer, does that not make it immune to status? I don't think they're immune to status, no. They just give everything else a lot of damage reduction, but it's going to spread to the healer anyway. Then the healer dies, because they don't get the damage reduction, and then everything else dies because, well, the healer's dead. So a healer would actually make it better at cascading more than anything, because it will give it a cascade focus whilst allowing everything else to group up. As we saw in the Clem mission, the enemies were dying too quickly that a cascade couldn't get started. Yeah, this kill rate is decent, but infested drop life support less, it seems, because there's more of them. And that doesn't seem to be maintaining the life support I'm looking for here, which is not so grand. I think I'm also not getting the status I'm looking for to get the proper cording going. Come on, is that one gonna die? That one die? Thank you. I mean, it might be that the room I'm in isn't ideal for this, but it's not feeling too grand right now. I don't feel like I'm getting enough sustain, although we did get a few life support pickups there. Re-up the buff, re-up the buff, re-up the buff. Yes, life support in general is just kind of a pain in the ass, because it's not tied to a certain kill rate. It's just certain kill rates are where you're more likely to get the drops you need in time. Because it is an RNG drop at the end of the day. You can't make an RNG drop happen, you can just buff up your chances by killing faster, or using things like Cora. I think Cora still affects it. So yeah, whilst on the Grenier, a 100 kill per minute rate is usually enough for your life support. Here we're getting well more than 100 kills per minute, but it's infested. There's more of them. Come on, get another cascade going. Murder that thing. Are we gonna get a cascade? No? No? Oh, Nautilus is down. Well, that's a bad timing. Can we still maybe get a cascade? Nope, it survived on feckle hit points. That's unfortunate.
Extraction is available if you need it.
Anyway, I'll bring Nautilus back myself. Oh, I timed that just in time for the stomp from the, whatever it's called, I forget the name of it, and it caused all of them to get knocked back because I hit radiation. That was cool. Hi, Mania. Hi, Mania. But yeah, this is... I mean, we've got to 5 minutes without having to pick up a life support. Which ain't terrible. But it's not great. Just checked out the PvP mode. I mean, it's dead. It's kept in the game because, hey, why remove it? Some people enjoy it, but I'm not part of some people. I've never found any enjoyment in Conclave. And I think the Warframe community is better for not having a PvP focus. The toxic communities in gaming are gaming communities which are PvP focused. They really are. If you need to rely on your fellow player, or if you are opposed to another player, toxicity happens. So I'm happy to just not deal with that. I'm just happy to not deal with that. People really enjoy Windy Battle Snowball events. I think part of it is because of the limitations on how it feels. The fact that the snowballs we're given have such a strong drop-off and slow travel time that it affects the feeling of it. Their power fantasy is vanished. I mean, it's never going to be to people's liking. If you're a major Warframe fan, hey, we're pulling up the life support, that's cool. If you're a major Warframe fan, you're used to a power fantasy, whereas in a PvP environment, there's going to be winners and losers, and it's going to be roughly 50-50. Not hard to get around with that. This feels like spamming and praying for hits. I mean, you can learn how the arc works and get better at aiming, but there's going to be a limit to that as well. I get you. Oh yeah, Nautilus is down. I need to do some work. There we are. Nautilus is back. I did my work. And we're back to the grind. And look at that. The life support's actually climbing right the way back up again. That's so weird. That is so weird. This game is weird. Also, again, my iron skin looks like it's not actually applied, but it is. Oh, that was bad timing. Iron skin ran out, and then the thing hit me. I thought it was going to blow off the iron skin, but no, it was the other way around. Whoops. Damn it. So yeah, if this... Will I say this works against the Infested? It seems to be working, in this particular area at least. But it didn't feel as reliable. There we are. That was a nice grab. The cascade does feel like it's running out a bit quicker than I prefer. If you're wondering why I'm jumping up there, I'm just trying to not keep on recasting iron skin every second. These guys hurt. Think you'll get better as enemies get tankier? That's what I was thinking with the Ancients. To create a better spread, although I'm not sure what's happening right now. There we go. Maybe I shouldn't be standing here. People are very rude in PvP. Yep, that's just it in a nutshell. Honestly, you just need to watch any one of the many streamers playing PvP games. The vast majority of them, even the nice ones, will at times be toxic towards the people that can't hear them, their opponents, or their teammates, whoever it is they feel like being toxic towards. And it doesn't take many of those comments to create a toxic atmosphere. You can be a 95 or 99% nice person, and then that 1% of the time slips through a toxic environment, and that just breeds it. That just breeds it. Warframe doesn't have that because we don't really have a competitive scene.
All share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you
The
can.
closest to that is how competitive it can get for Eidolon hunts, and what do you know it? That's one of the most toxic places in all of Warframe. Surprise! When you're relying on others or fighting others, people become toxic. Fearance runners. Min-maxers for farms in Voginoi and how toxic they can be about things, yep. Not all people, not all the time. But enough of the time that you notice a difference. What about radiation hazard sorties? Let me ask you that question, Darkpack. What about radiation hazard sorties?
You strike to win.
What about
Lesson
them?
ends.
Are you suggesting that as a place that things could be toxic? Are you suggesting as a place that things might be not toxic and a counter to the argument? Are you asking how do they work? You don't have a completed question for me to answer there. So I bounce it back to you. What about radiation hazard sorties? Don't say I've seen some streamers be the kindest, funniest people in the world till they switch to competitive games and instant toxic. Sometimes that's the case. Hell, there is a one of many clips on this channel, one of the clips from when I did some Apex streams. We had a viewer in, and the viewer did, of all crazy things, they were knocked. I was trying to, you know, survive the fight, and what they did, whilst I was trying to use the doors as my cover, they opened the doors to the enemies actively trying to shoot at me, and crawled inside with the enemies. I'm like, what? Now, in the moment, I'm there actively being shot at, trying to survive. I scream at them, stop opening the fucking door! You're getting me fucking killed! And that, hitting someone at the wrong time, can come across as toxic. Hell, it feels a bit toxic from me, watching the clip back. Competitive scenarios create toxicity. And you get, that's not even intended to be toxic. When you get people intending to be toxic, well, the tickets are for raffles. Well, the raffle specifically, right, Doug? Exclamation mark raffle for the details on that. The bot will let you know. Or Solanti can do it for you. There you are. Darkbuck, you have a tendency of just saying part of something, don't you? Part of a thought. You followed up, what about radiation hazard sorties, question mark. Your follow-up message after everything that I just said was just Dota. Yes. Yes. Is there a new Tenenbaum reward, or did it end? I'll be honest, I've not been paying enough attention to the Tenenbaum rewards. I had a look at one of them. Looks like there's nothing showing at the moment. I don't know what's supposed to be happening on that. There you are. Where people get online just to be toxic. I suppose, Stark Park? I suppose. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. Yeah, there is a big difference between being with friends and actions which could be considered toxic to friends. Friendly banter is fine, as long as your friends are on board with it. Understand the difference. Definitely understand the difference. But then there are, if you're in a public group, if you're just meeting up with random players, for the love of God, remember the human. Seriously. But, well, you can't teach that to everyone, and the cruel reality of it is, if you're in public matchmaking, you're grouping up with the people who aren't taking the time and effort to play with friends, or at least play with a constructed group. And so as a result of that, you're more likely to be dealing with the people who can't get a group of friends to stick around. Because those who can are more likely to want to grab said group of friends. That's not saying that everyone in public is unable, just that there will be a higher concentration. And the less that a game deals with that concentration of problematic people, then the more it forces people who don't want to deal with that out of the public matchmaking, and the more and more concentrated the toxicity becomes. Oh yes, indeed. Some suggestion has to set this to public and then something will show. Nope. Going back in. Nope. No. Nothing showed up that. So yeah. Warframe doesn't have much of a PvP section. Conclave exists, and quite frankly, I do not care for it. And the good news is that Warframe is healthier and better for that. I do truly, honestly believe that. Warframe is better for not having a PvP scene. Because if it did, there'll be a lot more focus on that, and there'll be a lot more toxicity coming out of that. Hell, there'll be a lot of people going, Ken, you're not doing videos on PvP. You need to get 2,000 kills per minute in Conclave. Your KD is shit. Don't want to deal with that. Don't want to be dealing with that. Kermit? I guess. Man children grow up listening to Kermit the Frog and imagine that's what an adult voice should be, so they never actually improve. Could be. Maybe there's a correlation. Who's to say? Never play League of Legends? Oh, I won't play League of Legends, no. No, I've seen the reviews on that. And I played its counterpart Dota. One of my exes got me into it. I swiftly fell out of it as soon as we broke up. Yeah. I have no interest of getting into League of Legends. Just no. How much for a whole guide video in that voice? Enforcer, if you'd like to, sponsor a video, we can talk terms on that if you want to go for a proper discussion on that. We'd need to talk about that over a business call. I don't think much of my community would appreciate a full video in that voice. So you'd have to seriously consider it. Sponsor a video? Question mark? Yeah, that's pretty, yeah. You know, not just brands can sponsor videos, right? You could be someone who has made an interesting application, which you think is going to be very helpful to the wider Warframe community, and you want to get a lot of people to be aware of your app and the value that app provides. And then you could reach out to me and seek to sponsor a video or have additional inserts, and you might then have a Leica frame become as known as it is. Because that's actually what happened. That is actually what happened. In fact, let me have a quick look here. If I go to their website, Leica frame, how many do they say now? Do they still have the number of downloads on here like they used to? Used by 250,000 plus other players, is what it says on the website now. When they spoke to me, that was less than 10,000. Just saying. Content creators have a little bit of reach. Just saying. Are there other Warframe-like alternatives? Will be much appreciated. You'll struggle to find a game that is really like Warframe. You would struggle to find a game like Warframe. Anybody saying, just noticed new content's only in a few days. We're finding out information about content coming up at the Game Awards, which I think is on the 7th. Also, watch that stream if you want to get a free Sevig off, so don't forget about that. Yeah. Quinn saying, I mean, you made the Uredi guide pretty digestible. Pretty sure that voice would make a good counterpart. See, the Uredi guide worked because it was still me. It was just that odd twist I put in there that all the words I had to say were short. There were 2 bits I got wrong, yes. 2 bits where the word was big. But most of that guide was done with just short words, and that is all there was to it. Really thinking it through here. And then having got a script together, I'm going to break out of it now. Having got a script together, I could properly put that as a guide, and it was just a quirk to it all. But the voice, the voice would be grating. If I went through that whole thing, doing it in such a painful voice, no. You'd stick around for 10 seconds. You'd be like, no, Ken, just do the video correctly and put it back up, please. That's enough. I can't be doing that. That wouldn't be interesting. That would just be painful. I've also say you're right about the content not being to everyone's liking. Can a YouTube short be sponsored? Yeah. A YouTube video can be sponsored. A YouTube short can be sponsored. Hell, tweets get sponsored. Literal individual tweets get sponsored. That's a thing. Tweets. Or do we call them shits now? XITs shits. Yeah. Reb did respond on Twitter to someone, I forget who, that they're not intending to drop the update during the Game Awards. Yeah, they did say that. Micro sponsoring? Yeah, there are individual sponsors. Now, to get an activation with a content creator like myself, usually you won't be going for something for just tiny bookends, because we're like, okay, who's going to go through that effort for whatever contracted deal? Just kind of gets ridiculous at that point. Some players saying, just check the website. Snowball alerts were just December 1st and 2nd. They return on the 8th. Okay, fair enough. Thanks for letting me know. Are Stack 6 going to be removed? Not anytime soon. No. Not anytime soon. As you say, if I finish out my album, I could sponsor you to put it as background music in your video while you do something else. You could do that. Yeah, we'd have to, again, discuss the details on that, if it would be appropriate for it. Or it may be an insert, much like there have been inserts in other videos, to say, hey, if you're wanting some music, check out this, something like that. Bits and pieces exist. Also, you don't want to waste my time? I mean, understandable. Understandable. At the end of the day, a lot of people, and I've found this from businesses as well, a lot of businesses really do consider the whole reaching out to creators and sponsoring processes and whatnot to be just this overwhelming problem to even begin to grasp into. Like, where do they begin? What do you do? And the reality of it is, you're asking someone to do something for you and pay them money for it. That's just a business transaction. We call that Tuesday. It's really not that big of a deal. Yes, the devil is in the details, and the creators need to be aware of those details, because, you know, intellectual property rights, copyright, all those kinds of things do come into play. Trying to get value out of the metrics, yada yada yada. You know what, Raid Shadow Legends has no qualms? Yeah, because Raid has a lot of experience in working with agencies to make it happen. The first sponsorship I ever took was with Raid Shadow Legends. I'll be honest, that was more an advert for me than it was for Raid Shadow Legends. I will be very open and honest about that one. That sponsored segment for Raid Shadow Legends was an advert for me. And I think with the topic of this conversation, you can probably figure out what that advert actually was. I see what you mean about Rhino in the Corsair. I see what you mean. Yeah. I've been raged. Are you considered a Warframe creator and get to try new content in beta? Try new content in beta, as in before release to the public? No. I am considered a Warframe creator as in part of the Warframe creator program, as you can see by the accolade on my profile. So if you see a The Kengineer going around somehow that doesn't have that, it's a fake. Creators get that in their profile on any of their on any account that they asked you to make a mark on it to say, yeah, this is official of the creator. That exists. I say Raid Pales well from what I've heard. I can't comment on that. I can't comment on that. Or rather, I won't comment on that. That's a line we don't cross on stream. But yeah, very simply, the Raid promotion was more, at least from my perspective, an advert for my channel, which was very simply to say to anyone else watching from a business perspective, 1, this channel is open to sponsorships, 2, this is how your sponsor can look, and 3, clearly the sponsors are happy to actually make a deal happen. It was an advert for the channel, but not to you. The efforts of Godbeaks. You see that bit below Rhino's waist, between his legs? That. Pretty much. The bit that holds the cod. So yeah. Alright, once again, we've got onto not Warframe topics aside from COD pieces. Is that what we've got on this stream? Random off-topic stuff and Warframe accessories. What it do, though? What do you think it does? What do you think it does? Look at it. You could probably discern its function by observation. Put the 2 and 2 together, you're probably going to get 4 on that one.
Perhaps these will show you the
I'm going to buy a wallet pack. What do I get?
and honor.
Hey, bit of fire. Not bad. I'm going to buy some relic packs. Oh, do you want out, Cat? Hold up, guys. Sorry, the cat wants out. One moment. Don't scratch. I see you. There you go. Good girl. Alright, yeah. There we are. Let's grab some of these.
Curious.
Okay, wow. 2 of the same relic in the same pack. That happens. Bit more ire. A little bit more other bases. Is Varuna worth farming and is she decent? Yes and yes, Destroyer. I recommend checking out my Varuna guide. Solancy has linked the bits and pieces there for you. So I've got a guide on how long it takes to farm Varuna. I've got a guide on what is she capable of. And I've got a guide on how to use her augments as well, Ulfrin's Endurance, which takes it even further. There have been a few changes here or there since the main guide came out, so just put a bit of an asterisk on some of that. But overall, yeah, she is a good frame, and she's worth farming, absolutely. I will caution, she is a longer farm than average for Warframes, notably longer, but she has a, not unique, but an uncommon mechanic in which it is a limited farm. There is a point you will reach where no matter what, you are done. You are not tied to RNG. Yeah. Citrine felt longer? Well, that's because she is. Citrine is an even harsher farm. There's no getting around that. I disliked the citrine farm so much that I bought a citrine for platinum to feed to the helmet. Genuinely. I'm a full-time content creator. Warframe is basically my job. And I bought a citrine to feed to the helmet system. I think that says everything you need to know about that farm. You're so glad you got to skip the Synax farm? Oh yeah. If D didn't give out that frame to free to everyone, they'd have known that it would have landed really flat for just how long a process it is to get it. And honestly, that makes me wonder, why did they feel the need to make it such a long process? It does feel really, really odd to me that they made Synax such a process to get. For anyone who's unaware about that, for anyone who's somehow missed the details on just how ridiculous that is, let's just, let's get to this. Yeah, so Lancy missed the freebie. If I recall correctly, you missed it entirely. Were you even playing at the time? I don't know if you were. So you, first of all, need to get to this point where you've got these guys to speak to, which means you need to have completed almost the entire quest line. If not the entire quest line, technically, at this point. Then you do Carl missions.
Good working.
Also, couldn't find the other password, wasn't going to run it a second time. And you need to keep doing those because one isn't enough. Because you need to rank up to get to the point to getting all the pieces. I forget how much that is. And if you look here, you need 90 stock, plus 60, plus 60, plus 60. So that is 270 stock. Whereas in a week of doing a perfect run, including the extra pickups they added, you would get, I think it is 115 stock in a perfect run.
Welcome.
So even if you are already at the rank to get the parts, you would still need 3 weeks of perfect runs. 3 weeks of perfect runs to be able to afford it all. And if you are focusing on the Archon Shard, which pops up, which is 90 stock at a time, oh, it's even longer. And that's to get one Warframe. You can just redo it for the stock pickups now at least. Yeah, you could redo it at 10 stock per mission. 10. 10. And that's if you find all of them. Now, if you manage to run through the mission in, say, 10 minutes, that is 1 stock per minute, and we're saying you need, oh, how much was it? 270 stock? That's still, what, 4.5 hours? 4.5 hours? If you wanted to do it that way? No. No, 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 no. So you either do perfect missions weekly, and you better like the missions, and get it, and not be getting the other limited pickups like the Archon Shards, which is a horrible trade-off to have to think about, or you do them over an even longer amount of time where you're picking up the other stuff and then eventually get to buying Styanax. Dear me. It's a long-ass farm. That's why they gave it out for free, because no one, it was physically impossible to be able to even get it straight on release. You were just hard gated. Nope, you have not ranked up enough. You can rank up once per week, and I forget what rank this is. I think it's rank 4 for the blueprint. So you would need to do 3 missions because you start at rank 1, rank up 3 times. You need at least 3 weeks or 3 missions having done the quest to even try to get it. And that is wild. He needs to get the stock and quit out? No, you need to complete the mission. You have to complete it to take the pickup stock out. Ain't no shortcut on that one. Your Legendary 3 haven't farmed the second Styanax? Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. So honestly, unless you really enjoy going through that process, and you don't mind missing out on the Archon Shards, I wouldn't recommend that farm. I really wouldn't. When you consider 175? Sorry, what? Is that a typo? I don't remember when I last looked at this. I ain't got no discount because that doesn't happen on PC. Buy him. I didn't even realize. I thought he was going to be like 325 or 375. What is that? Dagath, 325. Ash, 375. Like, this is the newest Warframe in the game. This one's more expensive. Atlas, 275. Banshee, that you can pick up from a clan dojo, 225. Baruch, 325. Caliban, 325. Chroma, 375. And so on, so forth. The prices just all the way through. Even starter frame, 75 for Excalibur, when you could start with this Warframe. This is the same price as Nautilus and Verglass combined. And then you have Styanax, 175. Are these bundle prices? No, this is the price of just that Warframe. It comes with the slot, it comes with the Orokin Reactor, granted, but that is the same for all of them. PC is more alive than console for everything Warframe, King of Luminat, so that doesn't mean anything really. So yeah, 175 for Styanax. Yes. Unless you enjoy going through the process of the Carl missions to get all that stock together, honestly, sod it. Sod it. Take the platinum hit. Buy it. Because with the Warframe slot and Orokin Reactor as well, Warframe slot is 20 platinum, Orokin Reactor, 20 platinum. Unless you go farm them somewhere else, 20. So that's 40 platinum of goodies in there, plus the actual Styanax. That puts Styanax at 135 platinum. 135 platinum. Compared to what you have to do or give up to get that. Wow. Get the Archon Shard every week, and you can even, with the stock you don't spend it on Archon mods. In fact, hang on. Now I've said it. Now let me think that one through. Hold on. Whilst I'm thinking that through, if you haven't grabbed a ticket yet for the Platinum giveaway, by the way, chat, make sure you grab yourself a ticket. The draw will be done shortly. But hold on. I gotta put these numbers together here. I may have already done this, but I'm gonna just do it again.
Guns, pretty much everything.
So it's 40 platinum for an Archon. Sorry, 40 platinum. 40 stock for an Archon mod. 40 stock for an Archon mod. And if I go Archon Continuity, unranked is selling for, on PC this is, about 34, 35 platinum. Vitality, about the same. Intensify, about the same. I'm getting the idea here. Yeah, it's all the same. It's about 35 platinum. So, you could buy 5 of these, sell them off as a set, 35 plat a piece. That would be 175 platinum. It will cost you 200 stock, whereas buying just the blueprints is 270. 270, or you could just buy these, trade them to someone else on PC again, these PC prices.
You don't like what I got? Yep.
And you just get it fully built. No waiting, no resource grind, nothing. What are the resources needed to build this?
Suppose nothing fancy.
Don't think they're anything ridiculous. Let's see, Orokin cells. Open world mining. So Norgbrain, that's going to be Cetus. Purged Agonic, that is from the Cambion Drift. Argon crystals, that's from the Void. Radiant Centurium, Thrax Plasm, Void Plume Quills. Okay, so Thrax Plasm, Void Plume Quills. Do you now also need to go to the Zaraman? Hespersim alloy, that is from Orb Valis. Entrati Landthorns. You could skip all of that by buying fewer items, or spending fewer amounts of stock. Spend less stock, and then you just trade it to a player and buy the whole thing built outright. That is. Yeah. My 100% recommendation is buy Caliban. Caliban? Well, maybe him as well. Buy Steinax from Platinum.
Durka has eyes on them. Tracking. Nobody engage. It will probably go away if we all pretend we have not seen it.
I don't trust them. I don't trust them. So yeah. That, wow, Steinax, just wow. Yeah, honestly, wow. Qzo is saying, do you have a flowchart of what to grind if you're just coming back after a while? Oh, absolutely not, no. Because I don't know where and what flowchart you would be and what to recommend to you. It keeps changing, quite frankly. What I can say is, if at any point you have a quest you haven't done, do the quest. That is a very good idea in general. Go do the quests. If there is a quest available to you, just go do it. Yes, that includes Wave Rider. Get good, you plebs. Seriously, get good. It's been made even easier again. Get good, go do it. Otherwise, you can check out my guide on how long it takes to farm frames in 2023. That covers, it gives you a guide and idea as to how long they take. You know, start rating. Do the quick ones, work your way up to the long ones. Beyond that, look at your gear. There are Tenet weapons and Kuva weapons, which are very powerful. There are Incarnon weapons, which are god tier powerful. Seriously, most Incarnon weapons are absolutely stonkingly ridiculously good. I'm going to bring out Latrum Prime here. I'm not even going to let Verglass Nautilus do its thing. Let's go up here. Real quickly. Actually, sorry, let's go for the Exterminate. We ain't done an Exterminate today. Asher's high finally bad. Asher's a bit of a heavy farm. There we are. No, Sympathy, welcome on in. Bring it over, all your crew there, all 90 of you. Welcome to the channel here. Hope you're doing well. My dude, you've done the same thing to me I've done to you. But it's fine. It's fine, welcome on in. I'm just demonstrating to someone how ridiculous Latrum Prime is. So let's be ridiculous with it. Death. Am I on the right build? I'm actually not sure I'm on the right build, to be quite honest with you, because I figured things would be dying a bit quicker. I'm just going to keep bouncing these bullets around until everything dies. Hey, things over here, do you want to die as well? Of course you do, yeah. I wouldn't want to be me if I was Grenier either. Is this the guy who breaks the game, crashes your beautiful Warframe client? Absolutely. When you solve enough practical problems, you become the practical problem. That's me. Clearly. Clearly that's me. But welcome everyone who's just raided on over. I hope you are having yourselves a wonderful day. Oh, this a fine Sunday. For those of you who have just joined in as well, there is a raffle ongoing, so exclamation mark ticket in the chat for a chance to win it. We're going to be doing that draw at the very end of the stream. Bonk. He tried setting off the alarm. It never worked. It was always a ruse. Ah! I'm blinded. So yeah, I'm barely aiming with this weapon. I'm just kind of pointing in the general direction. This is what Incarnate level power is. Macrodus, I'm sorry, but this is an English only channel because we cannot moderate any other language. Very sorry on that. You'll just have to restate that in English, please. Yeah. New video idea, solving the Kenji's practical problems. I mean, that would leave you fashion frame, which by all means, go ahead. I ain't going to stop you being fashionable. You do that. You be as fashionable as I am not. How to get this weapon? So the Latron Prime, or Latron in general, you can get the Latron Prime by trading with players to get the parts and then construct it. Latron, I think, is just a market thing. But to have it this powerful, you need to get hold of the Latron Incarnate adapter. So that is available from the Steel Path circuit. So first unlock Steel Path, then do the circuit. It is only available on certain weeks, and for that your best option is to check the wiki to see which week you'll be available on next. Yeah, there's a few bits and pieces that go together in getting a weapon this ridiculous. I'm just pointing the general direction, it's so dumb. But once you got those bits and pieces together, things just die. Things really do just die. And then there's also the fact that I've got Nautilus grouping them up even weirdly. Charged! Oh, mission's done, let's go.
Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Mission is done. And as much as I'm using Rhino here, which is giving it a lot of buffs, you don't need them. You really don't. I just had him equipped, quite frankly. Quite frankly.
It is done.
You're very welcome, Macronus. I'm glad you enjoy the YouTube content. Welcome home to the stream. Oh, I see, Symphy. You meant a video idea for me to solve my... Wait. Solve the problems I'm creating? Or... Because I always solve practical problems. Except when I'm a golf ball. So, yeah. Can you join us? I'm not looking to open the squad up now, no. Not looking to open the squad up because unfortunately, as is the grim reality of streamers in the same country, No Sympathy and I seem to be wrapping up at about the same time. Honestly, I thought you streamed longer than that, but yeah, you know, you do your own stream at times. It's all absolutely fine on that. No problem whatsoever, my dude. But yeah. Twitch drops here. Oh, tell me, please tell me it's not added on the tag. No, it's not even added on the tag. Survival, I'm going to ask you directly. What makes you think there are Twitch drops here? What makes you think there are Twitch drops here? Because I'm genuinely confused on that one. Just seen promotions. I see. You're looking for Sevigov next Thursday? Yeah. Yeah. You're probably thinking of the Sevigov drop, which is on Thursday, on the Game Awards channel specifically. That ain't us. That ain't us. I would always say if you think there might be a Twitch drop available, check your Twitch inventory. The drops inventory, it tells you where things are active. Not here. Creators, all of us streamers, we make a big noise about when there are drops on our channel because it's, you know, people come looking for them. So if you're seeing no noise, if it seems suspiciously quiet about drops, it's because there aren't any. I hate to say it to you, there just aren't. But there is the raffle, so exclamation mark ticket for a chance to win that. We'll be doing that draw in the next 60 seconds, so if you haven't already got a ticket, exclamation mark ticket in the chat. You think it's for co-streamers? You can sign up to it. Well, it's on the 7th. I'm not streaming on the 7th. No, it's a Thursday, so I don't mind. Save yourself the hassle on the checking out one, No Sympathy. I won't be streaming it. I will be laying back, being an absolutely lazy content creator, doing whatever I do when I'm not streaming. What even do I do when I'm not streaming? Make videos, I suppose? Make loads of tea? I need more tea. I do definitely need more tea. Yo! Gallipal, thank you very much for gifting a sub over to Shadania. Shadania, if you're around, make sure you thank him for that. Cheers that generosity, Gallipal. I do appreciate that. I appreciate it. Play Skyrim? I do occasionally play Skyrim, yeah. It is much, much better than Starfield, so much better choice overall, yeah. Secretly main Urani when no one can see. You really expect Urani to get even close to being main status? Hold up. What's the usage on Urani? Where is she? She's all the way down here. 1.3%. That ain't main status. Come on now, Snake. You can't lie about the stats. Besides, I don't really care for Urani, you know? 8 former, a second one with 3 former. Who really cares about a Warframe if you've only got 11 former across 2 copies of them? No one cares about a Urani much, really. Let's be real now. And No Sympathy? No Sympathy, what do you think about Urani, eh? What do you think about Urani? Because, you know, you're also a major Warframe creator. You know plenty about this game. What do you think of this gal right here? Is she even worth considering? Do we even dare look at what those formers could be worth? That's assuming he's still around. He might have left. Is she new? Never seen her before? Yeah, well, she kind of new, you know. She's got a very difficult quest. Deeds had to nerf the quest multiple times over because so many of the plebs here don't know how to do the quest. It's so tough. Honestly, and No Sympathy. Look at this build. Look at the formering you have to do to try and make it even worthwhile. Just look at what has to be done to get any value out of this Warframe. It is honestly staggering, the extent you have to go to. Help. Help. Gross, I agree. 7 Umbral former. 7. How did that happen? Twitch's fault. Twitch's fault. Only 7? We didn't get to the 8th in the charity drive, no. Twitch chat had the opportunity. Twitch chat did not take the opportunity. But, hey, I'm not going to be complaining about it. 1, because I don't have to spend an 8th Umbral Former on this build, because dear God, that would hurt. 2, we raised $6,000 in the quest to conquer cancer. That is worth every single Umbral Former on this. I'd do that again for that amount raised, honest to God. That's worth it. I don't mind having a little bit of umbral cancer because it has metastasized and spread throughout this Warframe to solve real world cancer. That's a good trade-off to me. That is a good trade-off to me. Will I do Maid Kenneth again? Never say never, but I have no intention of doing it anytime soon. No. Is Zaku worth the Umbral Former? Depends on your build. Depends on your build. Really does. Anyway, on that bombshell, let's first of all stop walking around as this depressed lily pad. There we are, much better. Now this is a Warframe. But on that note, I think it's about time we do the Platinum giveaway. So, if you haven't already grabbed a ticket, I've told you like 17 times over to grab a ticket, so tough, I'm just going to close it. It's closed. Yep, there it was, Palmer. I knew there was going to be someone. A regular, no less. I knew there was going to be someone who hadn't grabbed a ticket despite all the times I'd said it. God damn it, Palmer. Anyway, that aside, it's about time to do that draw. Let's see, the winner of the Platinum giveaway today is indeed going to be Random Potato 704. Random Potato, congratulations. I've actually, looking at this, I already have your details, don't I? Yes, I do. Yep, I already have your details. So there we are, Random Potato 704. Congratulations. You're the winner of the Platinum giveaway today. I'll be making sure that gets sent on over to you. There's in fact no further action you need to take. I already have your Warframe username and platform. We'll get that sorted out for you. Anyway, for everyone else, thank you very much once again for joining me on today's stream. But don't go away just yet. We're going to do what No Sympathy did just moments ago. We're going to be raiding on over to another part of the Warframe community. And after that, I'm going to find out why I have 13 notifications on Discord. Oh god, what has happened? I'm going to deal with that later. For now, let's raid on over to another part of the Warframe community, shall we? Dear god, what has happened? I'm not concerned at all. Let's see. Who's live on Twitch? Somebody saying my plan for live also get mastery and throw him into the wall. Well, not everyone could be a good gamer, I suppose. Some people just love their souring crutches or something to that extent. Let us see. Warframe. We could go to the Engineer. Nah, I don't like that guy. We could go to... I don't even know who that is. I genuinely have no idea who I'm looking at here, but the second top of the category, we could say hi. Yeah, because I'm not recognizing many names here, so you know what, yeah. I'm just going to quickly check on some. I've got it muted just in case. Just in case it's inappropriate, or I get a 30-second advert. Twitch, pre-roll adverts. I know it's the only adverts that are on this stream, because other adverts in the middle are even worse, but oh my god. Well, I'm about to do a raid and getting an advert, I don't know how live stream adverts can be done in a way that isn't so obtrusive. And it looks like Twitch doesn't know either. Right, let's see. What's going on here? Well, they're talking, the camera doesn't... sorry, the microphone's not terrible. And they seem to at least have an idea of what they're doing. You know what? Let's find out. We're gonna explore. We're gonna raid someone I've never raided before and don't know anything about. Let's go give them a wonderful time, shall we, chat? But that is all that we've got time for today. Thank you very much for joining in. If you haven't already watched my guide on how Contagious Bond becomes absolutely ludicrous, definitely check that out over on YouTube. It's a monster. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining in. I'll see you again on Wednesday for some more good old Warframe. Enjoy the start of your week. Bye-bye now.